Yes. Big up everyone. Up you good people. Big up everyone. Big up the grafters each and every time. You know how we do, people. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's well. Copied. Big up everyone. What's everyone saying? Yes, James Graham, big up. Hope you're well, brother. Hope everyone's good on this fine Monday. Big up all the grafters out there today. Let me just 1 minute, people. Just been watching that overlap. Does anyone watch the overlap with Roy Keane and Gary Neville? Wow, they make me laugh, them boys. Yes, JJ, hope you're well, my mate. Yes, Matthew, big up, Matthew. Hope you're well, my brother. Right. Yes, Josh. I've not done any, Josh. I've not even looked who's playing. I know Leeds and Sunderland are playing, but that's about it. But no, I haven't actually put anything on tonight for the first time in quite a long time, to be honest. Yeah, I probably should have put one on, to be quite honest with you. Yes, Conan, big up, brother. Big up, Conan. Oh, Barca on ITV4 tonight. Gonna watch that. Barca on ITV4. That's mad, isn't it? It's not usually where you see Barcelona playing anyway. Leeds to lose, Josh. Yes, Matthew. Be a tough game against Sunderland. That 5-1, isn't he? Leeds 5-1 to beat Sunderland. That's mad. But yeah, good. If anyone's not seen it, we had a good live today over on Jimmy Newman's channel with Jimmy and John Paul. Big JP, shout out JP. Talking about the Decca fight. Looking forward to that. Decca versus JP. We'll do a little review of that fight a bit later on. Yes, Bartley Gorman, King of the Gypsies. Big up, my brother. Hope you're well. Afternoon to you, my mate. Now then. Big up JDP. I said that just then. I said caught a little bit of it at the end. He's not happy, is he? Not happy we're back. Big JDP, aka Jake. You gotta laugh. Right, what was I doing then? Yeah, I've been watching that overlap, if anyone's not anyone who's into like footy or like that, we don't even have to be into footy to be quite honest with you. It's just a good little podcast to watch. But yeah, I've just been watching one then with Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Ian Wright. Right, oh yes. Big up G. Oi.
You. How it is, mate? Sorry I'm late. I just had to go and mate, he pissed me off a little bit, to be fair. I've just been to drop JDP some bud off, and he only had 30 quid, so he just bought a quarter of shake off me. But it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Was he trying to get it cheaper, is he now?
Yeah, he done it. Yeah, he was giving it all that when he like, I'll pay you in 2 months and all that. You know how he is. But hey, he one thing is he must think something of us because he's decided to put a Craig video back for me and you. And I'll tell you what, I'm honoured. I'm honoured that we're so high in Big Jake's estimations that he's done that. Thank you, Jake.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy. Don't worry, Jake. We'll be coming back. We'll be firing some rubber bullets back. But now, in all fairness, I saluted the video.
Yeah,
it made me laugh.
I caught the end of it and I thought, fair play, like.
Yeah, no, that's spot on. He didn't mention me mum or nothing like that. So fair play to him.
Yeah, he's back with a vengeance.
Oh shit! He was like, the boys are back. I just remember thinking, I ain't fucking been anywhere.
Yeah, innit? To be fair,
let's get things right. We ran him off YouTube, yeah? That's what happened.
Yeah, we showed him what time it was. He didn't like it. Got off, got a new workout, got a new pair of trainers, and come back thinking he's a big man. Yeah.
Oh dear. You know, I got a bit of stick for showing my trainers, but mate, the title is Snide Trainers. Like, I'm taking the piss. Like, I certainly wouldn't dream of showing people my fucking label or barcode on my coat. The thing is I'm looking at it from this perspective, right? I grew up in a household that didn't have a lot of money. I was oldest of 6, so obviously, as you can imagine, like, money weren't like massive. So I should imagine I reckon he's probably come from a similar background, and now he has got some expensive clothes. He's quite proud of them, and he'd like people to know that he's got expensive clothes. But the point I'm trying to make is, it doesn't matter whether he's got expensive clothes or not. It's not the clothes that matter; it's the man that's in the clothes.
That's it, mate. You can be you can have some of the best clothes on in the world, but be the biggest cunt in the world.
Yeah. But, I've got no doubt the coat. Sorry, mate.
Look at Floyd Mayweather. He wears some of the best shit ever, but no one likes him.
Well, yeah.
What was you going to say, Jimmy?
Fuck me, Liam. I had a bit of a smoke. For the life of me, I can't remember.
Yes, brother.
Listen, I know you're a failure. You said I think I've said I'm going to quit weed 3 times now, and mate, I probably said I'm going to quit weed about 300 times in my life. But what I've changed this time is I don't rush home from work and have a smoke. Don't get me wrong, I want to, but I've learned that you've got to leave it for the evenings.
Yeah, it's always better. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll roll a fat head at work, like, because I can get away with it. But don't get me wrong. When I come home, I think, why did I do that? Because it's not as good.
Yeah, and mate, I got home. I mean, ironically enough, that is the sound of my grinder going in the background. But yeah, I got home early today. I was home at like 1:30, so I've done well. I've done well to not boot her up till recently.
Yeah, mate.
Well, it depends how you look at it. You could turn around and say you haven't done well. You're a complete failure because you're smoking again. And to that, I haven't really got an answer.
Well, no, because it's like that. You got to look at it like this, where as long as you're not absolutely abusing it, spending fucking £100 a day, then you're all right.
Yeah.
You know, if you just
mate, I think I'm gonna try and get myself into. Have you ever heard of Rick Simpson's RSO oil?
I'm not sure.
You get a load of weed, you like blend it up, and then you mix it with this grain alcohol, and then you let it like steep, I suppose, in the freezer, and then you strain the liquid in a cheesecloth, and then evaporate all the grain alcohol off, and you are left with. I mean, again, I know people think because I put that video up of me doing a review on lemon haze, mate. That was taking the piss, but I actually do know my smoke. But out of every extract, that RSO oil is the one. It's more full spectrum, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna look into having that every day.
Yeah, I remember. I actually have had some oil myself, like, but I'm not. I don't think I've had that one. What you're talking about?
It's that's the one I'm on about. Is the quote unquote cure for cancer. Personally, I don't think it is. It definitely has. I say, if you've never, you take it in a pill form. Like it's like green slime. It looks like, and then you buy these organic pill capsules. And mate, my dose that I had last time was the size of a grain of rice. And then me being Charlie Big Bollocks, I thought, well, I'm going to have another one of them, and then it just completely destroyed me, and I had to go to bed.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was cooking a roast dinner. I'll never forget it. It was a Sunday. I was cooking a roast dinner, and I was saying to my missus, I was like, I've got to go to bed. I'm basically scared.
Yeah, it's mad. To be fair, you've just reminded me of a story where my mate, do you know, like you can get like the things that you order offline. It's like a fucking, I forgot what it's called. What was it called? It's like a cream, but it's got like THC in it. What was it? It was like a chocolate sort of thing, right? He ended up ordering some offline, and he didn't think it'd be that strong. And he wasn't a massive weed smoker anyway. And he orders it, right? Gets it, it comes, he eats it. He said he only had like 4 or 5 spoonfuls of it. And mate, he said, honest to God, he rang me up next day because we were working together. He couldn't work. And he rang me up next day saying he almost felt like he was going to die. He said he had to tell his missus and that, like, get ready to ring an ambulance. He said he was fucking sweating and everything. He didn't know what was going on. Like, couldn't move. He, like, hallucinating. I was like, what, off weed? He was like, yeah.
Mate, when even like honestly, even as a seasoned smoker, I'm not going to call it an overdose because that's just retarded. But honestly, if you overstep your mark on weed, you fucking like in terms of like paranoia, like it. I'll tell you know about it. And I was even someone who smokes weed for that to do that to me. I mean, this was ages ago, but my point being is if that's the way to have it, because the way I don't think there's any ill benefits from taking an RSO capsule. You're completely bypassing your lungs. You're getting all the medicinal benefits of like whatever's in that. In the cannabinoids or whatever, it's the way to have it. I'm not saying I won't smoke weed on top, but in terms of just like how one is supposed to take cannabis, I reckon that's probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, you're probably right, to be honest with you. But I remember the first time I actually fucking started smoking it, and I whited, and that was the worst.
Oh yeah,
mate, that is the worst, isn't it?
It's just
you feel like it's never going to end.
Yeah, it's one of them, and it's one of them rare situations where there's nothing you can drink, there's nothing you can eat, there's no amount of vitamin D, sun. You've just got to go to sleep and wake up, and that's the only way it's going.
Yeah, that is literally it. Yeah, I remember once though, when I was a bit younger, to be fair as well. This guy who I used to know, he's dead now. He was a bad alcoholic, but he used to fucking drink vodka, you know, like straight. But I knew him when I was a kid, and I used to like see him in that all the time. And I remember once he had this green stuff. Yeah, it looks just like grinding up thingy. And he kept trying to tell me like what it wasn't weed, and I said it is. That's definitely weed. So he's made a thingy of it, mate. I had some of it. He fainted, and I ended up hallucinating. It turned out to be fucking spice.
Salvia. Yeah, mate. Yeah, spice. I've only had 2 experiences with it, and like, yeah, if you have too much spice, that shit. That ain't right, mate. That just ain't right.
Mate, it was bad. It was proper. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I thought I was only like 16 as well. I was hallucinating. It was horrible. But I seen
Yeah,
him,
mate.
I seen him collapse, and I thought, fucking hell, like, I just thought it was the vodka with him smoking. I thought, fucking, that must be the vodka, that. 5 minutes later, I'm hallucinating. 1 minute, Jimmy.
I don't know if the chat can still hear me. I think you can because that thing is moving on the screen. So basically, I'm taking the live over here. And what I've got to say is Brett May's a fucking legend.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Can you hear me? Was my mic still on?
I heard the, I had mine muted, but I could hear you. I heard you say, I'm taking over this live. And I just want to say, Brett May is a fucking legend. That's funny. But yeah,
I just think
regarding the Brett May situation, actually, just talking about it, I've just watched Stephen Hanks' video. Shout out Stephen from Bad to the Morning. You can't fault Stephen in what he's saying. He has only done what they asked him to do. Put the fight on. He did say from the start he didn't want no bad mouthing each other's families and stuff like that, which is fair enough. But yeah, hopefully the fight still goes ahead, people, on the 19th of April, I think it is. But yeah, what do you reckon, Jimmy? Do you reckon it's still going to go ahead?
Mate, I tell you what, I'm not. I admitted earlier, I'm a casual fight fan. I can take it or leave it. But even I'm interested. I hope so. But
I think
listen. I know this is rich. This is a bit rich coming from the bloke who pulls out of every fight he's ever scheduled on YouTube. But I don't know. Things have a habit of not coming to fruition. Is it fruition or fruition? I'm fairly sure it's fruition. Things have a habit of not coming to fruition on this side of YouTube. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of them,
so.
To be honest, I don't credit myself enough where me and Big Kudo held up our own and we had a straightener. But yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of people do talk about fights on here and they don't happen. Like,
oh mate, I'm a prime candidate of such a character. I'll admit that. But I'll tell you one thing I did do. I didn't know. I'd heard that Brett had fought on I can't remember what it was called, at BKFC, I think, wasn't it? And I had a look, and it does, again, not that I'm fucking like George Groves or fucking Ricky Hatton. I can't really tell you what I'm looking at, but it doesn't look like a move like a boxer to me. He just moves like a big bloke that can move well, throw a punch, and then once he got tired, he decided he probably didn't want to have anymore. That's what it looks like, but I don't know.
Well,
I wasn't there.
Someone said in one of my lives yesterday, like, Brett May's a gifted boxer. Now, again, Brett May didn't even admit himself. If Brett was on here now, Jimmy, get Brett out phone. No, but all jokes aside, Brett didn't even admit himself, that he isn't a good boxer. What he is, though, he's a brawler. Like, he'll come and he'll swing it out, right? But he hasn't got like good footwork he hasn't got like a snappy fucking good jab, or decent footwork, right, like that. But he can bang. You know what I mean? He's a big guy. He'll knock you out if he lands on you.
Yeah, mate. I was having a look at the views that they're both getting. Like Danny's putting up one video, getting like 50k views. Like Brett has to put up 2 videos. But if you do the simple mathematics of times in £4.50 by 50, you are now entering the category of. I tell you what, like, I could make a living off this. Like,
they're doing all right.
Fair play to them. Like fucking fair play to them. Like it's gripping stuff. Like, I know you get like prats like me and JDP, like, come down there and come down there. Like Danny Christie has actually turned up it's just gripping. You can't fault it. Like I say, I know they're not. It's gone too far, but I half hope they're in it together and they're just making some good money and they're both businessmen. It don't look that way, but if they are, fucking fair play to them. Yeah,
it's I think what. Like Stefan just said though then as well, like which is a good point, It's sort of a lesson for other people though. Like what people need to learn is you can't just chat shit online and not expect people to turn up.
Yeah, listen, I know I did a video saying Brett May's a legend. I didn't really elaborate on. I'm the biggest advocate of not saying shit about people's families because I know, oh, it's just YouTube and oh, we're just having a laugh, but I don't give a fuck. Like, sometimes when you read something or someone said something on a video, it does chip away at you, and it's probably it's meant it's meant to be a gentleman's. Oh Jesus. Gentleman's sport, isn't it? So
yeah, that's it. A lot of like boxing, really, especially boxing and even MMA is like, it's meant to be respectful. Obviously, you get your trash talk and that, but when it comes down to it, it's all fucking respect, isn't it?
yeah, the thing is, it's with a to and fro on YouTube. It don't take a lot for it to start getting out of hand, does it? Because it's constant one-upmanship. Like, I mean, just say like you and JDP or me and JDP. He's done that video. Now I got to do one back and throw a little bit of a bigger stone and throw it a little bit harder. Now he's got to take that and think, right, I got to come back with a fucking boulder now. And before you know it, like, do you know? And that is, I know it's petty. It is schoolyard shit, but unfortunately, that's just how it is on YouTube. It's just how it is. And then before you know it, oh, I've fucking done this to your mum and that, and fucking, it's just a fucking free for all, isn't it?
Yeah. See, that's where I think, like, especially me, I'll never do that again. Like, go down that road. Because even when I look back on the videos, I'm like, what a fucking mug I am.
Yeah, it's when I put videos up before and I'm not in a good mood or whatever, and I'm saying horrible things. Like, even I look at it, I don't like what I'm saying. I don't like my face when I'm saying it. I just don't like anything about it. So yeah, I've decided, like you, if
I'll be honest though, when I had my thingy with JDP, what got me is when I seen the video of him to where he put that video on my stepdad, who's obviously passed away. That's what got me, and then I went on a bit of a mad one for like fucking 2 days, and then after I watched it back and spoke to other people on YouTube, who were like, "Yeah, that's not you, that Liam." I was like, "Yeah, fuck me, that's not good."
Obviously, I know he can never. He can never admit it on YouTube or anything of the sort, as he will say. But he won't be proud of that deep down. I don't think he will. To be honest with you, I'm not saying I've changed my opinion. I still think he's an absolute plum, but I don't think he's quite as much of a YouTube slag as what I thought. He probably has got a little bit of a life behind the scenes. I will give him that, but that's all I'm willing to give him.
Yeah. One thing I do want to ask him though is how fast can he run in these new trainers?
I honestly, I don't see. I think, again, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just one of these people in the chat that's got a phone. I don't consider what I put. Basically, the point I'm making is I'm one of you. And when I watch them videos, I cringe for him. It's just, I don't know. I just think, fucking hell, like. But I don't know. Maybe everybody else loves it and think that's great content. I don't know. I know what I think.
Yes, the official All or Nothing podcast.
How is proceedings in the chat going anyway? How many's in?
45.
45. Well, maybe I reckon maybe the Brett May thumbnail might not have worked.
Well, we're hoping Brett's going to jump on anytime soon. Jimmy's,
he is.
From over WhatsApp.
He was just eating his dinner last time I spoke to him. Egg, chips and beans he was having, by all accounts.
He weren't having it in car again, was he?
No, I did notice on his last video, I did think, well, if you're going to do a video, you should probably wipe the tomato sauce out the corner of your face. But I haven't seen anybody else clock it yet, but there's clear it's either daddy sauce or tomato sauce.
Yeah, I think I spotted it. I didn't say it like.
Yeah, I think it's But I've said what I think he's all. Listen. I don't know the bloke. What I'm trying to say is I find it entertaining, just like everybody else. And looking at some of the stuff that he's put up, like when he's at top of Ben Nevis. I've just ran Ben Nevis, blah blah blah. I'm just looking at it. He must know that people are going to take the piss when he posts it. He must know, but still does it. I appreciate that from a comedic.
Did you see that little short I put up before?
I don't know.
I edited like a little video. It's Brett May's plan B to keep Danny Christie out of Donny.
I might not have seen it.
It's a good one.
You could actually show it on your thing. I think you could actually show it on the live. That is promotion of the highest caliber. Whilst you're live on your channel playing one of your videos. Personally, I don't know why more people don't do it, because all they do on here is just show other people's videos. Yeah,
no, I figured it out how to do it. It's just I need to. What's it called? I am going to do it. I need to just sit down and do it. It's not being a fucking idiot. But yeah, there's a question there for you, Jimmy.
What's that? Is there any footage of you on the United pitch? Yeah, there is actually. I wouldn't. How would I? Can you still hear me whilst I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I will tag the video and share it so we can see it.
That'd be a belter. Yeah, that would be a belter, Mark.
That gentleman, I have just put it on my community post. It's titled "Me on Pitch." So yes, there is, and yes, you can watch it. It's not the clearest footage, but it is me, I assure you.
Yes. What year was that in, Jimmy? Yes, Mark Harris, hope you well.
Tempted to say, I don't actually know if it says on the video. 12 years ago, 2013. Would that make that?
This isn't actually Stefan's account. I know for a fact it's not Stefan's account.
No, I've had a few messages from that account. Oh yeah.
Stefan's actually put a video out himself. I just said that before. Like, shout out to Stefan from Bad to the Bone. Like, Danny and Brett's never going to happen, says Mark. Yeah,
this YouTube. It's just a crazy game. Like, anybody can call themselves anything with a picture of anyone. It's just fucking mental, isn't it? Like, I see people like they're doing a live, and it's like, like Scotty. Like, I wonder if that's the real Purple Aki. And you just sat there thinking, like, there's no way. But I do it myself. Like, is it? Like, you don't know, but
I've had that guy come in, Jimmy. That Purple Aki account. It's fun.
Yeah. I don't know. If you'd have told me when I think I was probably 12 or 13 when the internet, that dial-up thing, mate, I don't know what age I was, maybe a little bit younger. No, I was a little bit younger when I first got introduced to that dial-up. And you didn't realise, like, I just didn't realise it was going to happen like this. It's just mental. Mate, I remember about 5 years after smartphones had come out, because I'd always thought smartphones were a load of bollocks. And I just had a normal fucking phone. And I remember when it was the first, I'm now a Samsung Android man, and I won't deviate from. But the first smartphone I had was an iPhone. And I remember ringing my mate, Jenks. I won't say his real name, but Jenks. And I just remember him answering, and I'm just like, this is fucking insane. Like, you are on, like, I can see what you're doing. Like, I'm basically in a room with you. And I just remember him, like, fucking owning him. And, like, this has been around for years. And I rang everybody in my phone book. I was just absolutely just astounded that I could see where somebody was in the world at this particular time. Like, I could see their facial expressions. I could see everything. And it's just, I don't know.
Now
I try like,
it's
sorry,
I
mate.
don't know, it's getting a bit of a joke though now, isn't it? All the shit
But mate, I can't. I try and fucking play Fortnite. I try and watch TV. I try and watch a film, but I have now got the attention span to watch a 15-minute video at best. Like, it's just, I don't know.
A lot of that, honestly, my mate was on about it the other day, and he said a lot of it, is people are too used to these shorts now, where you can just flick, where it's like a quick couple of seconds video, and you flick to the next one. So everyone's, I can't sit and watch a film anymore for longer than fucking. I have to watch like podcasts and stuff like that. I don't like watching films.
Yeah, but I think realistically, I think a lot of us I think a lot of us are the same. Like we and like I say, it's just ironically enough, we are basically on a live coming through the internet. So I can't I'm not moaning about it. I just I don't know. It's just mental what it is now. It's just everything. It's just everything.
Yeah, I think a lot of this new technology as well, though, you can't keep up with it. Like, there's a new iPhone out every 6 months. It's not like it used to be where like a phone would come out and you'd have it for a good year or 2 years, and then another one would come out maybe 3 years later. Now it's you get a phone and they're already building another one.
Yeah, we've gone too far. Like we used to be like what's like predators and like survivors. Like now we're just full blown consumers. That's all we are. Like we don't do anything. We don't make anything. Like I don't know. It's just life's become that easy. It's everybody thinks it's harder than what it used to be, but it's not. It's easier. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Everything. To be fair, like we have got it easy compared to what it was when years and years ago. That's a good thing. I used to have a mate called Brad. He was in the UFC, but does BKB. It's a tough one, Mark, because obviously they both, Danny and Brett. Well, maybe not so much Brett, because Brett is a bit of a madhead, like, but Danny's a bit more professional in the side where press conferences and all that. So it was mad seeing Danny do that yesterday, but it's one of them, innit? Yes, Taffy. Big up the lads. Hope you're well, boys. Yeah. It's a tough situation with Decca and not Decca, sorry. Danny and Brett. I sort of felt sorry for Stefan a lot, because Stefan only tried to put the fight on for everyone to see. And obviously, both of the guys asked for the fight on bad to the ball. Stefan got the shit end of the stick, but you know, Danny's apologised today. Fair play to Danny. As Stefan said, text a man. Yes, Jimmy.
Sorry, mate. I don't know. I literally got as far as I was just about to say big up Taffy, and I fucking pressed some sort of weird button and clicked myself out of it.
Yeah, no worries, bro. Yes, big up Taffy. Big up exposing. I don't know what that says. Ear.
Exposing ire, I think. I don't.
Big up exposing.
Spray. Oh, here we go. We got my best mate. Spray and pray. Quick getaway. Here we go.
Who's that?
My biggest fan.
Is he a troll? Is he?
Oh, listen. I don't. The thing is they are. It probably is a scenario, right, where 25 people are trying to have a laugh at me, but it's just like sometimes when you're on a panel, you got the general like saying things, then Mank's coming in with his snide comments, and then every like 25 messages in the chat. I just think, fucking hell, like give it a rest. Do you know what I mean? Like it was daily. Like I say, I've got my sense of humour back now. I can laugh at it, but I truly don't know. He can't possibly hate me. I've not done anything worth hating of. He probably just thinks I'm a bellend. Fair play to him.
No one hates anyone. Like I never even hated JDP after everything what was said. It's just like you said, you get the odd one or two who probably don't like you for some. Like, mate, there's probably hundreds of people on here who think I'm a clown, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think what happened was, realistically, right, it took me a couple of days to realise it. What happened was, basically, I'd done them videos about Danny G, and then I ruffled a few people's feathers, then I got a little bit of heat for a little bit, and I forgot, really, that I'd put the Danny G videos up, and I reckon that's probably what it was, to be fair. And I tell you what, fair play, but I still stand by what I said. If you're gonna be putting the videos up about the same geese, listen, nobody else on the planet of YouTube thinks Danny G is a bigger bellend than what I do. But if I was going to do videos about the bloke every single day, I'd at least put my face to it so he could call me, I don't know, something about me hair, or he could return the favour. I just don't think it's fair by not having your face out there. I don't think it's not playing what I call the game. Not that I'm like a massive game player, but
I agree, because like in a way, it's I don't know, it's a tough one, because the Danny G situation, what you got to understand is that guy, mate, has talked so much whack on the internet. People like, and he's also done certain things. Like I seen a live where apparently he was getting some young girl pissed, and he was yayo and all sniffing and that, and it's like, you know, it don't look good, does it? People,
I mean, what?
You know yourself though, Jimmy, on this corner of YouTube, you do something like that, mate, you get ridiculed for it forever.
Oh fuck, mate! 100%. Like, I think Danny G, if you wanted to show people what the internet has done to people, you put Danny G in front of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I spoke to him on when I first come on. I'll be honest with you. I asked him if he'd share my fight poster between me and Andy Goodhand, right? And I got about 5 messages from him, like all of them. Like, oh, sorry, mate, sorry, I haven't done it. I've just been so busy with fans, and like you know how it is. Like, yeah, sorry, I've just been so busy. Like, I honestly think, like, and listen, maybe he does get hundreds of messages every single day. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think he had his day. He had like his chance if he was going to go viral, and he did have a sort of semi-viral moment, didn't he? But that was 10 years ago now, Daniel. Like, you've not got anywhere near that. Like,
yeah. What you've got to remember as well, he's one of them, like, with people, especially on this corner of YouTube, is when you talk, yeah, like, you're gonna, like, you've said it yourself, Jimmy. When you keep saying you're gonna fight this guy, and you've beat this guy up, and you've done this to this guy, you bit this guy's ear off, and you'll bite that guy's nose off and shit like that. But he's still never had a fight on camera. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean with people. Like Danny G, he said he's bit this guy's ear off, he's bit that guy's nose off, he's beat 20 odd people up at once, but no one's ever seen him have a one-on-one on a camera.
Do you know what I think? Was it Stuart Atwood? I think Danny G's finest moment is sat 3 feet away from Stuart Atwood, right, and telling the story where 3 gentlemen got out of a car because he was doing a weed deal and like tried basically come at him with a shotgun. Like, yeah. I was looking into his eyes, because clearly it's bullshit, right? I mean, let's be real, it's bullshit. Nobody is robbing anybody over an ounce of cannabis. That's just not going to happen, is it? But anyway, it wasn't the fact he told the story. His eyes did not deviate from Atwood's eyes. So normally when someone tells a lie like that, they will look down to the left. He didn't, right? He actually believes that he beat 3 people up with a sawn-off shot. It's borderline impressive. Like, it's just insane. But again, I might be fucking wrong.
No, you're right. He does, mate. You can tell, like you said, when someone's telling a story, yeah, and like, you know that they're taking the piss with it, they'll either you'll know that they're taking the piss, like you said. They'll look to the left, or they'll laugh, or they'll do something. He genuinely believes the shit that he's saying.
He is trying to forward that. I'm going to jump in and change the subject because that spraying crate. Honestly, broski, that lemonade, like, it was a piss take. Like, the whole video was a piss take. I would never sit there and explain weed like, oh, I'm getting fruity, piney notes. The whole video was a piss take. If I was going to review some cannabis, it probably wouldn't be lemon haze. Albeit, I still think lemon haze is a strain, and I'll still stand by that. But yeah, it was a joke.
Anyone who didn't see that it was a piss take is quite.
But honestly, there's a lot. I get it all the time. I get a lot of fucking hell, like reviewing lemonades, like basically taking the piss. Like, it's just comical. But yeah, I don't. You know what? If you're live, why am I reading the comments, arguing with the comments? I ain't reading them. That's my answer. Like it, lump it. don't care. That's your answer.
You don't eat yellow snow. That's a fact. Yeah, that's it. You just got to just fuck it. It's one of them, Jimmy. Defo wouldn't do a video of hairs and being serious. Well, that's
Mate,
the one thing.
I've got a 3.5 of Tizer up downstairs. I've got a 3.5 of Skittles, and I've got probably 2 grams of Zope left. So I know me weed. I know what Cali weed is, and that's the bottom line.
Oh,
It's
mate,
Stone Cold
I
said
know
so.
for the fact that you know your stuff anyway, because Jimmy, obviously, we're not going to say on the camera, but we were talking about certain things, weren't we, in summer? Because I was sending you them pictures, weren't I?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about. Like, you don't even need to explain to these, like, mate, you know.
You've never seen Cali. Oh, fucking brilliant! At this point, it's just become funny to me. Yeah, I loves it.
It is what it is, isn't it? Mate, we've all fucking, we all get it. There's a guy that does it with me. I can't think of it. Oh, Watch Yourself is called, right? Honest to God, that guy hates me. I don't know why.
Mate, he's not my biggest fan either. All he ever says is, call the doctor, Jimmy's sick. In every video, if he's going to comment, that's all he puts. Call the doctor, Jimmy's sick. I don't know what it means, but he's just adamant.
Yeah, he don't like me, that fella. I don't know what it is.
It's probably JDP on a fucking troll account.
Fucking hell. Won't surprise me.
Fucking brilliant.
But yeah, fucking, to be fair, mate, I'll be honest though, everyone talks about Cali and raves about Cali, right? I don't even really like it. I prefer dog or something. Cali's just for flavour, just for taste.
Mate, I listen, I don't know. I don't want to upset the apple cart. Let's say I've smoked 35, 40 different strains of Cali, right? Just like yourself. Like, there's not a huge, massive difference in each of them. I know, like, people are going to say, what are you on about? You're not smoking real Cali, rah, rah, rah. Listen, I've been to Amsterdam. Like, I've been to all the places that have the Cali weed. Like, it all has that musky smell to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not different like you would say a lemon haze and a cheese is different. It's a very similar sort of smell with different undertones and different tweaks here and there. But this term Cali, like, what the fuck? In order for it to be Cali, it has to come from California, does it not? Like, the term top shelf is something that I would rather use. Like, top shelf,
like people around here try to say, like, where I'm from, like, oh, we've got UKs and all that sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, they're good and that, but sometimes the price and that, it's just like, I'm not arsed, mate.
No, I say what I find now is the weed that's priced at £30, £60 for a quarter and all that. I don't think it's worth smoking no more. I go for the 40 stuff. My guy's always got weed that's bloody £80 an eighth, but I just can't justify if something's double the price. I want it to have double the THC content. I want it to be double everything, and it's not. It's 5-6% better for half the price again. It doesn't add up.
Yeah, what would it do? I was looking at these comments. So that Stefan loves a sock. It's all my mid. Yeah, to be fair, you're right. It is. You're right, Dean. Where you from?
I'm just looking at this spray and pray. Like, I just can't. I can't do no right in his guesstimations, and I fucking loves it.
Yeah. From Preston, though, my mate. From Preston. Yes, Dean.
Come on, Spray. Go over and hit the sub on my page. Come on, bro. That's only fair.
Give him a sub, Spray. You've got to give him a sub.
Come on, Spray. Come on, son. We're making fun out here yet.
Yeah, you've got to big up the Preston boys. Yes, brother. Respect.
I'm from Swindon. I'm from Swindon.
Weekend, Jimmy.
Say again, mate.
I went up Burnley game with my mate at weekend. Saturday at away fans. What a fucking atmosphere.
Yeah, it's mate. I didn't. they go into a football game. It's part of, obviously the game is one part of it, but like the infectiousness of the crowd, it just, I don't know, you can feed off it all day, can't you?
Yeah, it was. Oh mate, honestly, it was unreal. We sat proper close, right next to. I've got a few videos. I just didn't, because the game was that good and the atmosphere was that good. I didn't get my phone out as much as I wanted to. I should have done a fucking
Yeah.
little vlog. I should have done a little vlog of it, but I didn't because it was that good. But yeah, you've got a new sub there, Jimmy. Big up, Dean.
Sorry?
Dean's just subbed to your channel.
No, big up, Dean. Respect.
Yes, Dean, big up. But yeah, what an atmosphere, my mate. What an atmosphere. We'll actually upload some of the videos for people to see. Hey, spray, don't be bad. But yeah, big up North End. What a result. Big up all the Preston boys. You know how we do, people. Hopefully one day we'll get to get a few of the Preston lot on here, because as I'm telling you, there's some naughty kids in Preston who've got some mad stories to tell. I tell you that, people. I mean, oh yeah, that's not actually that far, to be quite fair. That's not actually that far, my mate. Yes, Jimmy.
Mate, I want to stop. I got to stop doing that. I got to stop looking at the comments because I've got fat fingers and I've done it twice now. I've got real short fingers, but they're just fat as fuck.
Are you not on laptop, Jimmy?
No, do you know what? I probably should. Like, I'm just sort of fucking like floating about on YouTube at the minute. I'm just going. I'm not really even really trying. I should. What was the question again?
I said, are you on your laptop? I don't do it.
No, I'm on my phone, but I probably should. I probably should repay for StreamYard and get my own little logo in the corner and basically do it properly. Not saying that anybody's not, but no. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to answer what you asked me. No, I'm on the phone. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the point, though, Jimmy. I'm going to pay for StreamYard.
Yeah, you can. I think you can have your own layout. You can have like Jimmy Newman's live in the corner instead of StreamYard.
You can add extra cameras and shit as well.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a stippler. I don't do much in life, but if I do something, I'll try and do it properly.
Yeah, that's it, innit? But yeah, that was a good live today with John Paul.
Yeah, I think considering the time, but to be fair, the title was Brett May, which again was just a pure piss take. But yeah, I think that was probably 99% of it. But yeah, it shouldn't really matter the views, should it? I remember I did a live. I think it was with you, and it got took down. And I remember thinking, like, fuck me, that was a waste of 2.5 hours. And then I thought, well, no, it weren't, because I had a good chat with a good old boy for a couple of hours. So yeah. It wasn't a waste.
Yeah, it's one of them. I remember when I did that BKFC one, what lost me my other channel, did all the Danny Christie fight with what was his name now? Dave Mundell for the title. Well, I did the full BKFC, 2.5 hours, everything went fine. Come into the fucking living room, put my phone down next to the TV, and I didn't mute the live. The live picked up the Sky Sports box in its background. Mate, I lost my channel, didn't I? Remember?
Yeah.
Fuming I were. But again, I thought, oh my God. Because I had like 80 quid. It's nothing, like 80 quid's fuck all. But I had £80 or something sat in that YouTube account. And then, obviously, I just got to the 1,000 subs, all the watch hours and that. And I was wounded. But we go again. We are not defeated. Yeah.
Mate, half the time I think is good, half the time I don't. That's pretty much how my head works with it.
I think as well we should start a petition, for JDP to remove that strike what he's got on this new channel of mine, because he grassed me up.
I don't know if he can, but
a Big Jake's not a grass apparently. He said he's not a grass, so if you're watching, remove that strike, boy, or I'm coming for you. No, I'm only joking. But yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
No, fucking, it's all good. It's all fun and games. JDP, I seen your premium. Me and Jimmy have got a gunner coming for you.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not working tomorrow, so I might put a little time and effort and see if I can revisit some of my finest editing moments. I've always got the wobbling sumo wrestler if all else fails. Nobody can take that away from me.
That's a legendary fucking thing, that.
I reckon again.
JP and all them lot and General and that, they keep asking me to get back on the fucking on the little back and forth with him because they think it's funny.
Yeah.
As long as it's not personal and families and that, which it won't happen again, then we're sweet. And then if JDP wants to put the gloves on and we swing it out somewhere, then we can.
Yeah, mate. I think it does appear that there are a lot of genuine fight fans who watch this corner's videos. So if mate, at the end of the day, if you was to fight JDP, people would watch. I'd definitely watch.
We want it on Misfits though, me and JD. If little T and Afghan Dan can fight on Misfits, why can't me and JDP? And I'll box the nose off him better than Afghan Dan versus fucking little T any day of the week. Jimmy's pressed the button again, I'm presuming. Yeah. Little T versus Afghan Dan, I guarantee me versus JDP would be 20 times better.
That ain't even funny no more.
That's what it is. It's quite funny. Yes, Soloway 2-1-2-1. Hope you well. But yeah, I think going back to the JP versus Decca, I think JP does get the job done. A lot of people are underestimating JP just because obviously Decca is a beast, don't get me wrong. I can understand why people are backing Decca, but JP's an animal himself, and I've met JP in person. I've stayed with JP for 48 plus hours, and he's a lot bigger than what he looks on camera. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have got this idea that as soon as JP sees his own blood, he's not going to want none, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. If they knew his background and knew where he come from, they probably understand a little bit. But he's not going to get it and give up. Like if he loses the fight, it's going to be because he's asleep. Like he's not going to be giving up.
Yeah, mate. Trust me, like I said, like I've spent like a good bit of time with him over in Ireland, and I've even obviously I fought at the gym what he trains at, and trust me, you can tell there's no divvies around there. Like he's well prepared for this fight. I'm telling you.
Again, like I'm nobody to sit here and talk about techniques, and it's all well and good looking good on a bag, but it doesn't always transition over to being good in a fight situation, does it? Like no. I think no matter what the result, I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. And I'm not just saying it because he's my boy. I genuinely do believe that. Like he trains a lot. He trains daily. Like he trains hard. Like
he's dedicated he's dedicated to it. Now, not that, like I said, a lot of people don't actually realise how big he actually is. Like the camera doesn't justify how big he is in person.
I'm actually, I don't know, same as you I suppose. I'm a little bit, I don't know if jealous is the right word, maybe envious, like that I don't feel the same way as you do about well, I don't feel that way about anything no more. I don't do any sports. I don't really feel that passionate about anything. I wish that I did, to be honest.
Well, mate, I've got to say, I've always been passionate with sports, though, me. I love it. When the footy season and that's over and you ain't got much boxing and UFC on, I'll watch fucking snooker, me.
Yeah, mate, I used to be the same. I wouldn't say so much watching of the sports anymore, but definitely the playing it. Like even a game of badminton. Like me and you go to a sports centre and there's a badminton net there. Like I'm your enemy for 21 points times however many times we play. Like I have to win. Like I've always been the same.
Yeah. That's a good point, Richard Brown. Yeah, obviously it's a tough fight for JP's first fight. Decca's proven well more than proven. He's a fucking veteran in the bare knuckle game, like. But yeah, JP's as Conan says, JP's got a plan.
Just imagine if he does get that fucking KO walk-off. Like, I don't think Decca's ever been slept, has he? Just imagine if JP just walks off, steps over him, walks into the camera, fucking says who he wants next, and just walks off. Decca's there, just flatline. That would be fucking epic.
Mate, that'd go viral.
I think it would. Yeah, I think it would.
It'd go. I think the fight will go viral anyway, because no matter who Decca fights, like that's one thing you can't deny. Like he is what people say he is, and there's no two ways about it. But one thing you cannot deny is when he fights, right, he gets numbers and he can fucking fight. So you can't, when it comes to the fighting game, which is what we're talking about, we're not talking about anything else. We're talking about fighting. He can fight. That's the bottom line of it. So yeah, JP has got a tough. I don't think JP will probably have a tougher fight, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, to be honest. I suppose if you was to ask JP, he's already won the biggest fight of his life. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to like actual, yeah, he's definitely won the biggest fight of his life in that way, like you say, Jimmy. But yeah, I think Decca will be his toughest fight to date. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
It's interesting though. It's going to be because like people forget though as well. Decca's not fought for fuck knows how long. How long's he not fought for?
Three, 4 years, is it?
And then he's been in and out of prisons. He's not been living a healthy lifestyle, let's say. There's where JP has been training like he's been in a fight camp. So interesting. It's interesting. I've seen JP eat more than a fight. I've seen JP eat more than he fights, you mean, yeah. JP does look a scran. About 3 years, yeah. Thought it'd be about 3 years, Conan. Yeah, so he's been inactive from the fight game, Decca, for 3 years, which is a massive long time to stay out, really, isn't it? Inactive for 3 years is no good.
I just can't. Do you remember that video when he was in Thailand and he's on that toy car, like going through the shopping centre, like, and he's like seriously trying to justify it. It's like, yeah, you got to have a laugh, people. I just remember that video.
Yeah, honestly, he'd have generally thought he was cool, like proper thought. Yeah, look, I'm the boy here.
Yeah, some videos of him doing nothing but eating fucking yellow rice, I think it was.
Yellow rice, weren't it?
Fucking mental.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the fight. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I think it's in 2 or 3 weeks, isn't it? 2 weeks.
What, JP and Decca?
Yeah. March, isn't it?
Really? Fuck. Yeah, it's 17th of February now.
Yeah. My birthday on 26th of Feb. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was hoping to go over to Ireland and fight myself just beforehand, but it's not happened. And obviously JP's got a lot going on himself, so we'll get my fight again going hopefully in the summer. But it just gives me more time to train as well.
You going to training, are you?
No, I mean, I'll be fighting again myself in Ireland at some point this year, but it was meant to be in end of February, start of March, but obviously JP's got this going on, so get this out of the way for JP and then see where we go.
Get the fight club up and going again.
Yeah, because that first one we did was good. We could do a lot better from that, I reckon. Few people tuned into that fight, like.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing it. Yeah, it did. JP's page.
3,500 at one point watching that me and versus Kudo.
Yeah, his page did. He was getting loads of members as well. I was chuffed for him actually. His page was just lighting up. I thought, fucking fair play.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, mate. Honestly, you'd have to come, Jimmy, when I do it again. Just come and watch, like.
Mate, I've always said I want to go to Ireland. I don't even like Guinness, but I want to have a Guinness in an Irish pub just so I can say I've done it. So, mate, now I'm working. The reason when people ask me, "Are you still going to go to the fight?" The reason I was always sheepish about answering is because I wasn't working at the time, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't have any clue when I was going back. Obviously, now I'm working. Money's no issue. So yeah, I will. Yeah, of course I'll be there.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be good. Like it's mad though. Honestly, Jimmy, like the how much different it is over there compared to England. It's mad. It like so much better over there.
Yeah, I'd like to. Like I say, I won't just be going. I'll let it go for the whole weekend. I won't just want to go for like Friday and come back Saturday. I'll want to experience it. Experience some of the local mountain cabbage. Probably a Guinness, maybe an Irish pub, a night out, and then that'll probably do me. To be honest, I will be able to say, yeah, I've experienced Ireland.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sure where I was, where we stayed, where I fought in Cuddo, I'm pretty sure it's like an hour and 40 minutes to Conor McGregor's pub.
Yeah, maybe we go down there then.
That's it. You get some content in there, innit?
Get rowdy. Fucking go down there and slap McGregor about in his own fucking pub.
Yes, I'll show you. Where's the pub?
Probably get in there to find him doing a P5 shooter. Listen, you cannot tell me that bloke is not on cocaine. He just definitely is. Like, I know on YouTube, if you sniff 3 times in 15 seconds, you're on cocaine. But like that bloke really is. Like his facial movements, some of his interviews, like he's definitely on it.
Who's that?
Conor McGregor.
Oh mate, 100%.
And he ain't doing that fucking 50% cut Albanian shit. He's getting his stuff like literally dropped off to him on his yacht, isn't he? He's probably driving straight to Peru for it.
Yeah, he's straight onto the big boys. He's got the main man's number.
Yeah, he has.
You'd want to have. Imagine having him though as a guy belling your phone up. He's got millions in bank. You'd only need him as a customer. You'd be sweet.
I've always wondered that. I mean, as bad as I thought I was years ago, I was always governed by like a financial situation. Like, you know, these rich people. Where does my session would always end? Sorry, you on the far? I'll wait. No, I'll carry on. My session, when I was sessioning, would always end when my money ran out. Like, when does Conor McGregor? Who's telling Conor McGregor enough is enough? Like,
exactly, mate. That's it. 90% of the time, like if you're on a session and it's time to end it, it's because you've either got to get home because you've got work, or like you said, money's tight and money's run out and not everyone's skin. My man's got more money than fucking money exists. So when's it time to end the session for him? The session probably never ends.
Well, yeah, it's probably, that's a good point, which is probably why you see what you see before you today.
Yeah, it's just one of them with him, isn't it? I think he's constantly on it, mate. One of them, once people say, don't they, when you get that used to it, you can just eat food. He'll be eating big scran and that while he's on it.
Powered by nothing but Ford Stout and cocaine.
Yes, brother. Yeah. Oh, mate, have you tried that Ford Stout yet?
No, it probably tastes like Guinness, I should imagine, and I don't like Guinness.
Well, I had a few bottles of his proper 12 when that first come out, and that was good, to be fair. Like, I did enjoy that. I like whiskey.
Mate, I love all them James Bond films where he's in there like single malt, shaken, not stirred, Miss Moneypenny. I love all that, but it tastes fucking like petrol. I can't drink it. I've tried. I would wish I was like a connoisseur of fine alcohols and fine food, but I'm just not. Like, you take me to one of them Michelin stars restaurants and they like give you like 8 courses with us 1 spoonful of food. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. One sec, Jimmy. Let me just
I'm not pretentious. I can't be the pretentious. I'm the people's champ. I'm a man of the people.
That's it. The people's champ. What is it JDP says?
The people's chump, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to him. Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. Mate, I'll be honest with you. Whilst we're being real, like, I don't consider myself the champion of anything. It was just a name. Like, it was just supposed to be a name. But now I've learned that it does irritate some people. I definitely ain't changing it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What gets me is how any grown person is getting annoyed because you call yourself the champ is even funnier.
There's again, you don't know who it is. It could be bloody anyone. I don't know. It is funny. It's yes, it takes a. I think probably takes. I'll be honest with you. At school, I got held back in year 4. Right. I think I have not like learning incapabilities, but I'm maybe a little bit slower on the old uptake than the average person. But I've finally got there now. I see it for what it is, and I find the whole thing amusing.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best. That's a lot of the time as well. If you, like the people that are taking the fact that you call yourself the champ to heart is just as bad as you taking some of the shit they say. Oh, Jimmy, why are you taking our comments? You know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, and that spray is right. I was winding the chat up, but the thing is when you got like, I'm not just making numbers up here. When you got like 20 people and 4 people on a panel giving it to you, it's in my nature to act like a cunt, and I can't help it. I just can't help it. So yeah, I probably did make a rod for my own back, but who gives a fuck?
That's it, mate. Who gives a fuck? Fuck 'em. Cuddo Bronson, big up Cuddo every time. Cuddo's an absolute warrior.
He is. He is.
West Country massive. Yes, Mark.
Jimmy, you're West Country massive. You know what? My old man had actually got a farmer, and I have actually been on a combine harvester. That is the truth. The people's cramp. Yeah, my old man, he's got a few tractors, my dad. My old man actually owns a farm. Like, he's got, like, I'll tell you this in the background, but yeah, basically, like, he's doing all right, is the old man.
Nice, that's mad. Yeah, to be fair, mate, I've always thought that me, I'd love to have a family member, have a farmer, mate.
Yeah, mate, as a kid, I didn't appreciate it, like the smell of shit, and like I remember my old man used to do they used to do like lambing. They used to like not lambing, worming. They used to worm the fucking sheep, right? My job was to sit on a fence, like just after this gate, and they'd grab hold of the sheep, fucking make it have this worming shit, and I had this big blue lipstick, yeah, and I just had to mark it. I remember this old boy, he was a big fucking sheep. It had like not fawns, what are they called? Fucking horns. And then my old man and this Deacon, his name was the old farmer. He grabbed hold of this fucking sheep, give him the fucking thing, and he didn't walk towards the gate. He literally like basically ran away. And they just sort of didn't really think anything of it. Grab the next one. I see this old boy, right? He was doing that thing that fucking sheep do with his like legs. Like fucking basically he was charging, and he honestly, man, he charged my old man like literally 6 foot in the floor, 6 foot up in the air he went, and I just remember stood there watching it, my old man and this farmer kick fuck out this sheep, thinking, what the fuck? Not like kick fuck out of it so it's dead, but you got to discipline the animals. Like needed to know that he weren't the boss, but it was just a weird memory that I don't think I'll ever forget. Like my dad beating fuck out this sheep. It's a weird memory.
That's funny, that Jimmy. Fair play.
Sorry. The point I was making, I never appreciated like now, like the internet everywhere, fucking people on the mobile phones. To walk into the middle of a farmer's field in a tractor doing just farming work, like fucking I don't know, mowing the fucking lawn. What do they do? Like planting seeds and that. Like, and especially on a summer's day, it must be fucking brilliant.
Oh man, that's what I mean. Can you imagine? Like, I used to work with a guy who he was a bit older than me, but he used to come and work at our place because his granddad was a farmer, so he'd help his granddad out at mornings. But mate, honest to God, so we'd start work at 8. He'd have been up since 4 a.m. He'd go milk fucking cows, whatever it is he did, up farm. And then he'd come to work at 8 with us lot, work from 8 till 4, and go home, sleep, get back up.
Yeah, it's if you're doing it properly, it's and like I say, it's there is not. I consider plastering and like landscape gardening what you do. That's a man's job. That's hard work. But I don't think anything compares to farming. I don't think. Yeah, basically what he said. You're on the go 24/7. You get an alarm go off. Fucking sheep caught in the fucking fence, or a fucking I don't know, a cow's not being born, or there's always something going on.
Yeah, they're built different. Them farmers, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know about my old man. He's only about 5'6", bless him, but
yeah, but he'll have that working tough mentality.
Yeah, no, he is now. I'm only joking. He's probably about 5'9", bless him. But no, he is a grafter. He is a grafter. He is a grafter. Got to give him that.
Yeah, they all are,
yeah. I wish I'd have took it in more. Like, I didn't realise that 30 years down the line, I was going to consider myself lucky to have sort of, grew up on a farm. Like,
yeah, definitely. Because like a lot, it would have been. It's a. That's the thing though as well with where the world's going at the minute. People forget like about to go to these little supermarkets, you know, these little where they sell fruit and veg and that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather. I'm only young, right? But I've always been taught like that way, like keep those small businesses and all that sort of shit. And I've always believed in, especially with the fruit and all that sort of shit. And like you said, with farms and that, keep them going, definitely.
Yeah. It's because these supermarkets are just taking over. But I'm glad you touched on that. Actually, like my dad does grow like potatoes, and he doesn't grow loads of it, but I get eggs off him, I get potatoes off him, and I've had carrots off him, and you can taste the earth on it. It tastes like what a carrot. I know, like it's probably just organic veg, but that's one thing I'm definitely doing this year. My old man, I say to him every year, I want to grow veg, and his answer is, if you come down and motivate the land and do it properly, then I'll let you have the land. Not let you have it, but I'll give you the land to grow it on. I think this might be the year that I finally get myself over to that farm and do it. To be fair.
Yeah, definitely where I'd do it. Definitely. Yeah, it's that's mad, that Jimmy. I didn't know your dad had a farm.
Yeah, mate. He didn't always. How he's got the farm is he used to work on this farm as a kid. My dad used to work on the gas board, and every Saturday and Sunday he'd go and work on the farm. I think this farmer, my dad's dad died young, and he got close to the farmer. I think he see him as a bit of a father figure, and they just become really friendly. My dad worked on there for bloody hell, well over 20 years. And then the farmer died and left. He left a third of it to my dad, a third of it to his other mate. Basically, there's 3 of them which own all this land.
That's class.
But I keep saying to him about like revamping the farm, like get it going again. Let's get animals on it. But it would appear that it's not the most prosperous bloody life anymore. Farming.
Right. Is it?
No, I think like I think it's always been hard, and I think it's always been hard to make your money. But I think it's harder than ever now to make money off farming.
The government have fucked it up for them.
Yeah, they have.
But that's what I mean. It's like all this shit you buy from shops. It's like I'm bad because I'll sit here and say it, but I'll go out and buy the shit. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's not good at the same time. Like, I watched a video not long ago of a guy who exposed a chicken factory, and mate, it's put me off chicken. I don't even eat chicken much, I'll be honest. If I have anything, it's gammon. But like, this guy went into like this massive warehouse of what were distributing chicken with a
sat in their own piss and stuff. Legs broken.
They were changing the dates on it and everything, so it'd stay in date longer when so basically, if it went out of date on the March, they'd change the label to fucking July. So it was well out of date, but people didn't know. And we're like,
It's
they were dropping them on floor and that, the warehouse, and then wrapping them back up. I thought, you dirty bastards.
Mick knows the score. Mick, I've had this conversation probably 30 times, and I don't even get halfway through my first sentence before the old man cuts me off and tells me it ain't happening. But I feel you, bro. I do feel you.
Yeah, them polytunnels, they're the ones, aren't they?
Well, yeah, you could essentially grow veg all year round, or whatever you'd like to grow, essentially all year round.
I fancy a KFC now. I don't even like.
Get on the old Uber Eats beats and tapes. Get on the Uber Eats, son. That's what I do when I want a KFC. What I do is I get the KFC, and when it arrives, I stick it in the air fryer for about 3 minutes, and then it is basically KFC fresh out the oven.
See,
or if I get,
I don't order KFC meat. I've got off it since I've seen another one. I've seen a video on KFC, and it's not for me. I'd rather get a bit.
I don't mind the KFC. To be honest with you, I've become a bit of a fiend for takeaways. I don't know, mate. I don't know if it's the winter or what, but I am notorious for always being like about 11.5 stone. Like for the last, probably like 10 months, I've been 12 stone 10, and I thought it would change when I went back to work, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm over the prime. I don't know. Maybe at 39, I'm finally over the prime. I like it. I like being 12 stone 10. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good weight, really, isn't it? Especially like how tall are you again, Jimmy?
5'10 and a quarter.
Yeah.
I'm joking. 5'10.
I was just taking piss then. I wasn't even like 5'10 and a quarter.
I'm a small geezer. I've learned to accept it, and I swear, mate. I reckon I used to be 5'11. You know, I reckon I've shrunk a little bit.
Yeah, they say that, don't they?
Yeah, I reckon it's carrying 2 bags of plaster around. I reckon I've lost an inch carrying 2 bags of plaster around.
See, everyone I see though, right? Honestly, if I don't see someone for a couple of weeks, I'll see him and he say, "Fucking hell, William, you're getting taller, you." That's all I hear.
Yeah, how old are you? 26.
27.
27.
Like
see, the thing
weeks.
is it
2 weeks.
if me and you was to go on a night out, apart from the fact of I look older than you, I don't think I'm any older than you, but I am.
No, I know. I feel like it's mad. I feel like you're my age.
Yeah, I think that's a problem for me though. It's probably why.
It's not. Because if anything, people say to me, "Liam, you've had an hard paper round," or they'll say, "Jimmy, you need to man up, and grow up a bit." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't win.
No, you can't.
But like, yeah, fucking, I'm 27 in 2 weeks, and I remember saying to myself when I was 20, I was like, right, when I'm 22, I'm going to do this and do that and do this.
Oh, mate.
I'm 27 before even in 2 weeks, and it's flew.
Yeah, I feel pretty much the same.
Sorry, Richard.
Sorry,
Jimmy. Kingdale Clark, I didn't answer your question. How important is net training for combat athletes? Very important, to be fair, mate. Mike Tyson was a massive fan of the neck training. I know Anthony Joshua does it with weights and stuff like that. A lot of boxers do neck training, to be quite honest with you. Mike Tyson, he's known for it. I've just got some actually myself. Do you know them wrist things? In fact, wait, I've got to show you this, boys and girls. I've got something else, not just the wrist things. That's not like what I'm going to show you. We'll move it right. I've got an ice bath, yeah? I've got fucking... Check this, what I've just got.
Yeah, I've stuck a dildo on the end of mine.
Yeah. Stuck a big black one on end.
Yeah, I super glued it on. I can't get the fucking thing off.
Right, one sec, boys. Let me just
Right, looks like the chat is mine again. Any tips on how to build it?
Jimmy, I'll be one sec, bro.
You crack on, mate. I'll chat with a chat. We knew it, Jimmy. What did you know? What did you know, Beats and Tapes? You can't possibly know, because I don't even know. Loads of videos on YouTube too. Loads of stuff about boxing and neck strength on Google. Thumbs up. I've Googled it myself. Any tips on how to build it? I'm assuming building a neck. I can't tell you. I've got quite a skinny neck myself, so I ain't the man to ask. The dildo. Yeah, I've been trying to get it off. Can't get it off. Staying on there now. The massage gun weren't that good anyway. Thing that sorted my neck out, well, to the stage that it is now, is stretching and not sitting in a fisherman's chair. You know them fisherman's chair, they've got 4 legs, they fold out. The seating position, you're leaning back too much. And it just, I weren't having it. Now I don't sit in that scenario when I stretch, my neck ain't that bad. It still hurts though. You won't see many plasterers who are 40 and then got one part of their body that hurts a little bit. 50, none of them. 60, definitely not. That's just a fact. That's just a fact of skimming. Nobody's really giving me anything to bounce off here. How long have we been on here? Hour and 20. Right, I'm probably going to give another 10 minutes of myself to this live. And then I'm going to have some donuts. Liam, this is not rivet. Here we go. Your thoughts on young men addicted to explicit adult content. Do you know what? I reckon it's a problem. A young lad should not be able to access hardcore porn until he's 16, I reckon. And even then, I don't know. No, I don't think it's good, to be honest. I don't think it's good. I think it was probably better. Mate, I'll be honest with you, I still remember the first time I got introduced to porn. It was a VHS. I was sat round my mate's house. He nicked one of his dad's VHS, put it on, and then I just sat there with a raging hard on, not really understanding what I'd seen. But all I knew was one day I was going to do it. That's all I knew, and it seemed good fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think it should be. Jimmy. How are we doing?
Sorry,
I don't know if you saved me or not. Then it was talking about porn.
Yes, no.
Not like porn bombing, just like hang on, Jimmy. Your thoughts on young men addicted to adult explicit content? Yeah, I am against it. I suppose. Yeah. What do you think, Kingo Clark? Are you with me or not?
What's the question?
Jimmy, your thoughts on young men addicted to explicit adult content?
Oh, mate, it's one of them, isn't it? What can you do?
Well, this is it, isn't it? My answer was it was probably healthier when you had to nick your dad's porno mag or something, or bloody one of your mates had nicked a porno mag. I think it was better then. Like, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like everything is possible now. Everything is accessible. Like,
what you've got, I don't know. The way the world's gone, right? You've got women quitting the job to become full-time OnlyFans, yeah? So if a guy wants to sit there and watch porn all day, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but I think what he's saying is it healthy? Like, you're not really giving a young man a chance. Like, I think it's one of them, like maybe 70%, 80% are able to view porn as a young man and it not really bother them. But the other 20%, it can bother them. I don't think. Listen, I'm a red-blooded male myself. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never watched porn because I have, but I think it warps. Like, you watch that bird getting absolutely pummeled by 8 geezers. and like, you know what I mean? He's going to meet a girl and he's going to be wanting to try this and try that. But that girl he's just met ain't going to want to try it. She's going to want to make love, and he's just going to want to absolutely fold her in half. Like, I think it warps young men's expectation of sex, and I mean I get it. It's I know it's funny and we're having it, but yeah, I honest gun to the head, I don't. But like you, I don't think it's healthy. But like you just said, I mean, what are you going to do to stop it? Like you can't stop it.
Hey, I tell you something though. I reckon we've just fucked up big time there.
What's that?
JDP's clipped fuck out of that because he said he's going to say we're gay as fuck now.
Oh mate, let him crack on. I've had worse things said about me than I'm gay, so he can crack on. To be honest with you, if he's going down that route, I appreciate it. Fair play to him.
Yeah. Hey, no, I know. Just another quick thing. No offense to any gays out there at all, but me and Jimmy, I've got 2 kids, so there's no. But I remember big JDP trying to put it out there, like, and I thought he's well clipping this now.
Has he just put a comment? What if he's in here? He got to unblock me, right? Because he's not blocked in any of my chats. I've never said anything heinous to him. I just don't think he could handle my wit. But he's got to start playing the game. He got basically sounded like one of John Paul's fans, and I was like, oh, please unblock me. But yeah, please unblock me. I was
annoyed though before because when he had that premium on, I tried commenting on it. Nothing bad. I just put, go on, Jakey boy. And I can't comment on any of his stuff. So, Jake, unblock me and Jimmy. You're allowed to comment on our stuff. Just unblock us. It's only banter. You know, you are the banter channel. You may not travel, but you do have a little bit of banter. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he puts his mutton to it, doesn't he? He leaves the comments up. Whether you like him or hate him, he plays the game. You can't take that away from him.
No, he's not too shabby.
Nah. I mean, I'll slap him about and that, but yeah, I agree. He's not too shabby.
Oh yeah, I think I'd absolutely box the nose off him like a jab. I reckon if it comes straight down to it, I think I'd jab him up and I'd piece him up like. But his new trainers though probably get him away from me.
I see. There was a comment he had on one of his videos. Basically, the question was, "Do you think you do Jimmy Newman in a straightener?" And his answer was, "Without doubt." And I see it, and I just fucking loved it. I just thought it was brilliant.
Mate, you know, me laugh the other day, yeah. Do you know when he did that video regarding Video Craig? I couldn't stop laughing, yeah, because he said in the video. About Video Craig, he said, but Craig, in real life, if me and you was to meet each other, I'd make you cry. And he said the exact same thing to me, and I thought, come on, like, who does he really think he is? Like, we're fully grown men, not no little kids.
I did know what you've said about it. I do remember the video. Yeah, some of the me and Craig have had our differences as well. But Craig, don't take offence. But I got some of the things that JDP said did tickle me, to be honest. I did half laugh at some of it. I did. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah, it's one of them. I think with the JDP and Craig thing, like I even commented on the thing the other day. I said JDP will be buzzing that Craig's made that video because JDP's been making videos for 9.5 months and he's not replying.
It's like he goes off on another topic for like 2 or 3 videos, and then out of nowhere he's just straight up back on VC, and I just think it's just comical, isn't it? Like, he's got like, nothing to say, nothing's happened. Fuck it, I'll do a video about VC.
VC could be living in America and he'll still make a video regarding him.
Yeah. I
think, like I said though, the best thing Craig did was just not reply because it just made him look more of a tit.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'll be honest, mate. The last person I want to back and forth with on this corner of YouTube is Craig.
Yeah, I might have
rip you apart without even trying.
Yeah, I might have tried running before I could walk on that one, but If you're going to go big, I suppose I went with the idea of go big or go home, and I went home.
That's the one, Jimmy. Big up. Yes,
Brilliant. Hey, you live and you learn, mate. You live and you learn. I didn't quite understand everything at that stage.
no,
Shall we say?
I was well off it at that point. I was calling every Tom, Dick, and Harry out with my little
Yeah.
balaclava on, thinking I was it.
I just don't know what possessed me that morning to wake up and decide I'm going to do this. I just don't know what possessed me. I think it might have been to get views. I think that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, probably.
But
That's
yeah,
why I.
Sorry, mate. Go on.
It's like hence why JDP does it. He puts Craig's name in the title because it gets him a few more views.
Yeah, he just plays the game, doesn't he? Like anything that's hot that's going on, he's going to make a video. But like I say, at the end of the day, you can't really dispute his technique because it's not a bad idea, to be honest. Anything that's a hot topic to talk about that, I should probably do it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think with a lot of it though, like I think with Craig, as much as people can say, "Oh, Liam, you're licking his ass," I'm not licking his ass at all. But what I'm trying to say is, the people who follow his channel generally do like him for who he is.
Oh, mate, I will be.
Character.
Yeah, I would be the first to say, and I got no problem admitting it. When you come across from I suppose a small budding YouTuber myself, right? When you look at a video Craig video or a video Craig live, production value, you cannot help but look at it and be borderline inspired by it. You can. I'm not saying I want my videos to look exactly the same as his, the same color, etc. But his videos are clear. Do you know what I mean? They look good, and that's half the battle of having people watch him in the first place, isn't it? They've got to look somewhat watchable, and you can't take it away from him. Everything he does is HD. It's good. He's got the microphones there and the bloody LED lights and whatever. It does look good.
It helps class.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm not taking away from it. It is only a laptop, an LED light, a decent webcam. I think if I'm being honest, I think a majority of it is down to paying for StreamYard, getting rid of the StreamYard logo, having your own logo, and then being able to stream in full high definition. Yeah. I think it's actually paying for the StreamYard, which was a large portion of it, and it did coincide with my channel, my first channel. When I did notice when I started paying for StreamYard, people did comment like "fucking hell," like it's Jimmy Newman in HD. I didn't really take much notice of it at the time, but
yeah,
maybe it does play a part.
Yeah, definitely. People definitely notice it. Like you say, you can tell with Craig's, like you said then, the difference in the quality, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mad then, right? I just know what he said. Right, I'm gonna put the camera there.
JDP's probably clipped that as well.
Look, you can't see my dog at all there, can you?
No.
Mate, my dog blends into the sofa. Duke.
Just about to see some eyes, yeah.
Mate, he's mad how much he blends into the sofa. I've sat on him before, mate.
I don't know where my pooch is. She's down there. I don't know what it is. I ain't just saying it, but when I'm home from work, mate, my animals follow me around the house. My cat is like a dog. He follows me around the house. I could open the door and call him, and he will run up. It's just, I love it. I love it.
My cat's the same, mate. Well, I've just lost one of my cats the other week.
Mate.
It was fucking. We had to get her put down. She got a fucking car run over her tail, snapped her tail.
Mate.
Her bladder and everything went, so we got her put down. But we've still got. She had kittens, and we kept one of the boys, and we've still got him. But he's the same, mate. He follows. Since we've lost his mum, he just follows the dog round all the time.
Oh, bless. That's savage, mate. I had to
get the dog off him because dog's trying to fucking shag him. I was like, get off him.
Yeah, Willow keeps sniffing. Willow's coming to season. She keeps sniffing Simba and bloody like humping across the living room. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I've never seen a female dog hump before, but
when we, I remember when you know when that happened with your cat.
yeah, that's why I feel for you. Like I can't. That must be savage.
Oh mate, it was more the kids as well, because obviously the kids have
Yeah.
their cat. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a bad do, like. But I don't understand vets. They wanted like 985 quid to have
Mate.
his tail, and even though it might not have worked for her.
Yeah, they're robbing bastards, mate. I know they've got a job to play, a part to play, and they're there. But fucking hell, like, come on, like, don't fucking rape. I mean, I'm at my wit's end as it is. The last thing I need is for you to bend me over and fucking shaft me dry, and that's what they do.
That's literally, yeah. I don't see where the justification is as well in the prices. It's wrong.
Because they can. Because they fucking can. That's it. They know you love your animals. They know that you're willing, mate. If I'd have paid fucking $7,000 to save my cat, I'd have paid every penny in the bank plus what I could borrow. I would not have batted an eyelid. I'd have skinted myself for 20 years, and they know that.
Yeah, I know. That's it. Yeah, it's tough when you're in them situations, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's mate. Yeah, that must have been fucking horrible.
Yeah, it was a bad do, like. But yeah, it's fucking over it now. Thank God. We've got our thingies back now though from vets, which is good.
Yeah, I just realised something. I basically one of the points I made to General. He's on YouTube all day, and I basically equated probably 3 hours on YouTube myself today. So yeah, calling the pot kettle. What's it called? Calling the pot kettle black or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, isn't it? But we've been live an hour and 40 minutes nearly.
Matt, I honestly, both lives have absolutely flown today. I don't. It's like 30 minutes. What feels like 30 minutes on YouTube is an hour and a half. Like it's always the same.
Yeah, it is. It is mad how quick it's gone today, though. To be fair, like you said, that live on yours when you said we've been live an hour and 50 odd minutes. I was like, wow.
Mate, I wanted to just go live for half an hour, 45 minutes, and that was it. Like just to feel like an hour tops. When I looked at, and the thing is, it's always in the corner of your screen. I just fucking didn't really take much notice.
Yeah, I know, it's mad. Justice for Joanne. Who's Joanne? The real
Joan. That's Joan, I think.
Justice for Joan. Who's Joan?
Never heard of Joan.
I used to think that was Bobby's channel. I got mixed up, but it's not Bobby. Bobby's the other one.
Page 460 in Littlewood's catalogue. Hey, Jimmy.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, and got Scooby.
Oh, right. Sorry, Marty. I didn't realise. I thought he said Joanne. My bad. Yeah, don't be mentioning people's misses, the real honest tooth. We don't have that around here.
The thing is, and I putting myself in Marty's shoes now, right? He's probably on YouTube. I don't know what time it is over there. He's probably sat in a room on his own, chilled out in his pants, right? And he's just watched some idiot mention his missus' name. Like, why? You just don't need it. Like, what's the point? Like,
there's no need for it, is there? Definitely not. That's what I mean, Marty. To be fair, as well, like Marty he's never said anything bad, really.
He's in the chat now. I don't believe everything he said he's done, but he's harmless enough. Like I don't think he's a bad guy. I never have. I've never said otherwise.
He's definitely not. He's definitely not.
Who knows? Yeah. He might fucking bench 300 for 7 reps. I don't know, but I don't know, and I don't care whether he does or not. It's immaterial. He don't, like I say, no matter what he puts up. I think a large. I get, and I'll tell you what, I'm not going to bring it up because it's all died down now. So
hey, Jimmy, I bet you something though. I bet you didn't know this. Do you know when JDP was actually going on at Marty or back in back in that time? We're making
vaguely.
Right, Well, I didn't know that Big Marty, shout out Marty from FFM, had actually sponsored JDP £100 for a night out in fucking Thailand or Philippines, wherever it was. But JDP never mentioned that one, did he not? Getting sponsored
Yeah,
and then calling him out.
I'm not being horrible, but JDP has a history of shitting on people that he's sound with. Like, and listen, I know it's rich coming from me because I also did the same to Craig, but he done it to Craig. He done it with me. He done it with Marty. Like, I don't know. It's just a shitty move. Like, I personally think Jake sees himself. He's not interested in collaborating with anybody. He's not interested in being on screen with anybody else. He's just his own entity. And I tell you what, fair play to him. Can't knock him for it. But I don't mind mingling. I don't mind mingling with others a little bit more.
No, I don't. I'm same. Yeah, I didn't know that though. It's like I thought, cheeky bastard. Imagine taking £100 off someone, then going on YouTube and absolutely slagging him off like.
Yeah, but it don't surprise me, to be honest. It honestly, that with him, me and him, it literally was at 3 o'clock he'd messaged me asking me to share his video. At 3:30 he's put a video up slating me. And I'm like,
yeah.
Hey.
That's actually literally bang on like what you said.
Yeah, I mean, fucking hell, I took it so personally. It pissed me off so much. Like now I just realise like it was always going to happen. That's the name of the game. I just I didn't expect, and I still don't understand why. Like even I'm not being horrible, but like people say about you deleted Scotty Cheese channel and this and that. Like it's a fucking social media fucking thing. Like it's an app on your phone. Like, is it really that important to people? Like it is so bang out of order. Like I just don't understand it. Like it's something you can just start a new channel. Like I don't worry about it that much.
No, mate. Like what people forget, like especially when going back to the Scotty thing, when you just mentioned it, brought it up. With this, because people still mention it now, but people forget,
still gets brought up.
You might have deleted his channel, right? But people forget, if he'd have robbed someone else off this corner of YouTube, for £300 and did what he did, they'd have gone and battered him. Never mind deleting his channel. So it was quite lucky to get a channel deleted.
That was always my argument, but it seems that a majority of people feel the opposite. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a fucking weirdo. I don't know, but.
Well, I reckon if you put them in your shoes, right, and let them...
they'd have probably done the same.
100%, mate, 100. If not worse, they'd have done worse. They'd have probably gone and done something worse.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I understand fully now. At the end of the day, like, I sort of fucking...
Scotty even said it himself, like, Scotty's even spoke to you about that himself and said, like, it was a shitty move on his part.
Yeah, no, he has. We have. Yeah, no, you're right. I maybe shouldn't have brought that up, to be honest.
Well,
I shouldn't have brought that.
Yeah, like we even mentioned Scotty before with your wife, and we even said, didn't we? We hope he fucking. It's one of them when you've not like you got it was. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known Scotty as well as what I did. Like I got his number and that through you. I remember, but like you said, I was speaking to him on WhatsApp and stuff like that, and outside of YouTube, and even now. Just knowing him that little bit, I still want him to go do well in life. Yeah.
He speaks to so many different people off YouTube. He speaks to so many people on Facebook. I honestly think for him, the fucking best thing would be to fuck everybody off, don't speak to anybody, and just focus on yourself. But he cannot. He just can't leave YouTube alone. He can't do it. He can't help himself. Sorry, you coming back down here?
Yeah, I think a lot of it as well, though. He likes. I remember at one point with you, like I don't know if you were being serious, but he generally thought like he was famous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
don't know. I don't know. It's like it's a bit of a mad one with him. But like you said. A lot of the people though that message him and mate, they're not there for in his best interest at all.
No, I listen. I know there are a lot of good people, and I have to believe the fact that they're going out their way to find him on Instagram or whatever. They can't be after just trolling him. They must want the best for him. But I don't know, when you're where he is in life, it's one thing, just one thing at a time, and that thing should just be getting right. Like, not speaking to every different Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, it's none of my fucking business. I honestly, that's one of the things that I shouldn't have done the first time round. Was I was speaking to so many different people on Facebook. It fucks your head up. Like, you can't be speaking. I bet I was speaking to fucking 30 different people on Facebook about YouTube, and it just, in the end, I thought, this is stupid. This is fucking. You put a video up, and then you're speaking about the video you've just put up for the next 2 hours. It's like, I just thought, nah, fuck this. So I ain't doing that no more. I'm getting rid of it all altogether. Little did I realise in a couple of weeks I'd actually want to go back on YouTube and decide I'm just going to be on YouTube and not everything.
Yeah, mate, it's probably the best way. That's why, like, I don't have like, if anyone says to me on YouTube, "Oh, what's the best way for?" Because I want to contact you in private, I just send them over to my TikTok account, because my TikTok's basically like my YouTube, where I just upload boxing and all this sort of content.
Yeah, or email. Like I say, I don't. I'm not saying I was anywhere the first time, but my channel's nowhere near as big as what it was the first time round anyway. But I'll be honest with you, mate, I'm quite happy the way it is at the minute.
Yeah, mate, that, to be fair, you was on about it before, weren't you? Where, mate, that channel, what you deleted, was actually was doing well.
Yeah.
How many subs was it on, Jimmy, just before you deleted it?
I think it was like 3,013 or something. Which I know in the grand scheme of things is nothing, but you know, looking at the channel I've got now, it was doing all right, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. That Conor McGregor video that you put up on this new channel all did well, didn't it?
Yeah, mate. I was expecting that to not get monetized. That was basically three videos I found on YouTube that I stuck together with a few little funny sound bites in, and it's now a monetized video. It's just like, fuck me, is it that easy? You should just do that every day.
Yeah, because it did well. Like, what I remember seeing the views. It did decent.
Yeah, I think it was around that time where the case was going on. So Conor McGregor, I think it was on everybody's mind. So it did well in views, but in terms of like likes and there weren't a lot of likes or messages on it. It was just pure views. But at the end of the day, no, without being rude, it's not likes or messages that people that pay YouTube pay for the views. So I suppose there is a fair argument that fuck the likes and the messages and just go for the views. But I can't help it. I like getting some decent messages as well. It's always nice, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like, when you see a few good comments, it's always good. Of course, anyone who says that they're not bothered by comments is obviously lying, because they are. But it's whether you can control it. Like what I do now. If someone's winding me up in comments where I'm replying, I'll just delete it.
Yeah.
And then I think, right, well, I don't have to reply now.
Yeah.
But like, I'll get people say to me, "Oh, how come my comment's just been deleted, Liam?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like, what? I'm not sure, because I didn't even see it.
Tell that Newman weirdo to stop asking blokes for fucking worn footwear. Fucking brilliant.
Stephen Hanks. It's funny, right, that all this talk with Brett May and Danny Christie these last few days, someone's now made a Stephen Hanks Bad to the Bone account with his picture. It's like, it don't take
long. Yeah, I've only just realised I got a message from that account, and it didn't seem to be anything sort of out of the ordinary. It just seemed to be a normal message. But after some of the messages he's written tonight, I don't think he's my biggest fan. But again, get to the back of the queue.
He does. I don't think he likes me, though, to be fair. He's told me to shut up a few times and said...
He probably don't like anybody. He's probably sat at home. He's got about a 0.3 of shape left. He's probably smoking fake Unbelief. You know what I mean? Has probably had 2 microwave kebabs for dinner, and that's the way he's living his life. So good luck to him.
Yes, Jimmy. Smoking fake unbelief. I love that one. That is a fucking good one, that.
That was some deep shit there, wasn't it?
Mate, if you're smoking fake unbelief in this day and age, there's something not right.
Mate, I call it the Boss Man shop. They are of Indian descent, shall we say.
Yeah.
So I went in the Boss Man shop. He's like, I sell backy, I sell backy. So I'm like, mate, I'm like 39 years old. Like, please don't sell me pubes. Like, if it's backy, I'll have it. So anyway, I bought it. I literally went, the Tesco Express is right next to it. I got outside, I opened the backy, I smelt it, went straight into Tesco's, and then spent another £25 on a genuine pouch of tobacco. So what's that? What's his name? Tyrone? What's his name? Stefan. I've actually got a fake pouch of Amber Leaf in my cupboard downstairs. Email it me and I'll send it to you. I'll even pay the postage, son.
Yes, brother. That is a classic. Big up. As if you even, I'd have took it back in shop though, me, and said, listen, mate, are you like, I've just told you.
I'll be honest with you. I was in one of them moods. I think it was a Thursday. I was tired. I don't think I'd eaten dinner. And I didn't have it in my demeanour to have a reasonable discussion. So I thought, I'm going to go home and leave the windscreen where it is.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the best way.
Yeah. I have learned a lot this last year. Don't vape on the runways. Don't buy fake backy. I've learned a few different things, to be honest. Things I probably should have learned decades ago. You ain't going out.
And another one. Don't buy snide football kits like JDP.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
You get found out. But
I don't know what he was expecting. Fucking brilliant. I think it was a fake Dortmund. I think it was a Dortmund shirt he had on, one of them, I think.
There's another one with a City one. That made me laugh. Big City fan.
To be fair, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be paying the genuine prices either. I think I'd fucking rather go without a football shirt. Fuck me, they're like £100 now.
But what got me was, right, don't get me wrong, yeah, my son, I'll buy my son, like, he follows United like me, yeah, but I'll buy him, like, the Real Madrid kits and stuff like that. But JDP's meant to be a Wolves fan and wears a Man City top, a full kit, right, socks and shin pads in at lot. And he's Wolves are in the same league as City. Come on.
You know, JDP is the sort of dad that when he takes his lad to football, he still wears football boots himself. You know, like you said, he's there with the shin pads a lot on. Fucking
shin
brilliant.
Pads on at lot.
I'm not being funny, but he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as an avid football fan. I don't know. Maybe he was.
Honestly, I genuinely believe, yeah, this is what I believe. If you go watch, what's his fucking name now? Do you know Gareth Kelly from Bad Boy Killer Crew?
I'm nearly 40.
Go watch him kick a ball and do a bit of boxing. That's about as good as JDP is at sports.
Yeah, to be fair, there's even footage of me punching a bag on my page. There's footage of you punching. Like, come on, JDP. We need some sort of footage from you, son.
The only footage I've ever seen him do, sport-wise, is when he tried doing a somersault off that, when he tried doing a front flip into water. And it was the biggest epic dive I've ever seen.
It was just... Yeah, I did rip him on that, actually. I did do a video myself and send it to him, like, this is how you bomb in a pool. That was just... That doesn't even constitute a belly flop. That was just a wet wipe falling in a pool. I'm sorry, I'm not calling him a... Well, I suppose I am, but fuck it. Yeah, I was the same as you. I see comedy value in it straight away.
Yeah, I did. I thought, wow, what a legend he is. I wouldn't have even posted that.
I'm starting to think that we're gonna find comedy value in everything he does, and I'm starting to think he's probably gonna start finding comedy value in everything we say and do.
Oh, mate, honestly, I'm like, my next fight, right? I'm more worried about losing because of JDP's reaction than anyone else.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, he will have a fucking field day, won't he?
He's gonna run with that. He's gonna call me the fighting fly. Oh mate, I'm gonna get it big time.
What when you first heard that name, Fighting Fly? What did you think? Did you think you cunt, or did you think you bastard? Fair play. What did you think?
I'm not gonna lie at first, mate, because we was actually having a proper back and forth. Then I thought I was telling him, I was saying to him like, listen, like if you think I'm a fly, come and fight me. I was saying to him like, mate, how can you call? I was taking it to offence at first, like how can you call me that? But you've never trained a day in your life. But I think it's quite funny now, to be fair, because at the end of the day, I know I don't hit like a fly. Anyone I've fought, ask Kudo. Kudo says I hit hard. So if I'm going to let Jamie...
Yeah, I think it is purely because your name is Fighting. If it was anything else, it wouldn't have the same ring to it. But the fact of it's Fighting and then another word beginning with F.
Yeah, it's
not too shabby. Yeah, I've got a credit where credit's due, I suppose.
I'll get comments now in my videos where people just put the emoji, they're flying. And
I've seen it. Yeah. So I think again you don't take yourself too seriously, but and fair play to you. I think that name might be sticking for a little bit.
I do.
Just very similar to Jimmy the Foot. I get the same. People just put foot emojis. They don't even write a message. I just get foot emojis.
Yeah. Well, it's like the one you said this morning, Jimmy. That guy saying, "Fucking hell, how old are you?" Getting eyebrows, slits in your eyebrows. I said, "Well, I'm old enough to split myself." Yeah,
I did laugh. I did have a laugh. It was just, I don't know. You just killed him with the comment. You just done him. Like it was just 1-0. The way I see it, anyway. And I like them when someone writes something and then you just do them in a one. I just love it.
Yeah, it was a good one, to be fair. Like, yes,
yeah, I've started to enjoy the comment section a little bit more and more. I still don't think it's healthy to spend your entire evening in the comment section, but
who's Brett fanboy on the phone? Yes, there's a few new ones in the chat.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've called myself Brett's fanboy, haven't I?
I forgot. I didn't even realise. That's legendary.
But yeah, it looks like Brett's not making it on tonight. He had messaged me back.
Is he?
He said to me, he was like, "Look, Jay, he was having triple fried chips, egg and beans," and he said, "I've just first fried my French fries at 175. He was just putting them on a paper towel, ready to go in for the second fry at 205. That was the last time I spoke to him."
Yeah, he said he was coming on, didn't he? At 8 o'clock.
Yeah, he's a bugger, that Brett. He does this to me all the time, you know.
Yeah, fucking JDP will be fuming because JDP were trying to get some content out of him, right? And the fact that he's messaged you straight away and said he'll jump on with us is class.
I know you shouldn't really talk about behind the scenes, but Brett said to me, he said, if I'm going to go on a channel, I want to go on a proper channel. Do you know what I mean? So he said, I'll go on yours and Liam's channel, but JDP, he's got some work to do.
Yeah, I agree. Link me up in Birmingham. Yes, big up the Birmingham lot.
Are you close to Birmingham?
Shout out the Brummies. I bet you're closer to bit. I don't know. I'm like 2 hours away. I think 2 hours.
Mate, it don't seem to matter. It don't seem to matter. Like I'm miles away from Newcastle. I'm miles away from fucking Manchester. I'm miles away from Ireland. I'm miles away from everything.
Let me just see how far Birmingham.
The only place I'm close to is Swindon, and it's a shithole.
Yeah, you're quite far out, aren't you, Jimmy?
I am. You can say that again.
Yeah, Birmingham. Fucking hell, Birmingham for me is an hour and 50 minutes.
I'm surprised me and you sound so similar, to be honest. I think we sound quite similar.
What's that say? I'll go. Link me up, Birmingham. I'll go. Why is it not letting me click it?
I'll go live. You drop a link. I'm 52.
Swindon.
I don't know what's this up? Is he trying to fight you or?
What's up, Fat Brian? I don't understand what you're saying, my mate. I'll go live. You drop a link. I'm 52. Link me up, Birmingham.
I think he wants to meet you for a 10 bag.
You want a little 10 bag? You want to get onto JDP for that? He's got 0.7s of absolute weed. What do you call it? What the fuck's it called now?
Stardog.
I made myself look like a right tit. Yeah.
Stardog.
0.7 of Stardog, and he'll sell you. He probably won't even sell it to you. Actually, he'll probably rip you off and give you a 0.6 for a tenner.
Yeah, JDP does strike me as a sort of bloke you ain't getting full weight off. You are not getting full weights off him. I know he's a sort of bag that he's a sort of geezer that walks around Midwich with a man bag. That's what sort of geezer he is.
Yeah, mate. Talk boxing. You want to talk boxing, do you?
I don't use. Oh, I think he's a troll.
Yeah, he's defo a troll.
Smash the like on the way out, then, won't you, you divvy?
Hit that like, my brother. But yeah, fucking. What was we even saying then?
I don't know. I think we was throwing a bit of heat.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was going to say, Jimmy.
It's guys like this, right? He says he's gone, but he's actually not. He's still in there. He'll be still in the chat.
If anyone's a loser, I'd say Fat Brian, you're the loser, brother. But nice one for coming in and leaving a comment like.
Yeah.
Reckon,
he threw the algorithm your way a little bit.
Yeah. I reckon JDP would beat you in a race any day of the week. And yeah, that's about it, Brian. What's mate, this overlap thing, what I've got on in background has been on for fucking ages.
I don't sound anything like Northwest Mushes. Where are you Northwest?
Yeah.
Where am I then? What am I? Southern then?
Yeah, you've got more like of a London accent to me.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
I reckon I sound like a farmer.
Yeah, it's mad. I don't know, like, well, I don't know. It is weird. People say to me, I sound fully Manchester, and I don't think I do. And then other people say, oh, you sound like you're from Bolton, which is not far from Manchester anyway.
It's fucking insane. You got fucking Geordies on here, you got Scousers on here, you got Brummies on here, Manx on here, farmers, the fucking lot, mate.
Yeah, you have got a few different like thingies, haven't you? Like I like Thingy Me. I like some of the that Expo and that, you know, the Scouse lot and Paul from No Nonsense podcast.
Yeah,
they're top lads. Like there's a lot of sound people on here. To be fair.
Yeah, I never really spoke to the No Nonsense lads, to be honest. I've a couple of messages in chats and stuff, but I've never been on live with them. I know you and JP speak to them.
Yeah, the sound like they did. I like
seems like sound old boys to me.
Yeah, top fellas, lad. But Liam's accent is mixed. Mark Preston and Bolton. Yeah, a lot of people say that. To be fair, Matt.
Oh, mate, do you know what's just happened? I've just had a realisation that I haven't got to get up because I ain't going to work tomorrow. And I fucking loves it. Hey, right, whilst we're here, I want to paint you a picture, right? As a working man on Sunday, you've got your head down, you thought, right, got a hard week ahead of me, I'm going to get my head down about 8:30, 9 o'clock, wake up, 6 o'clock in the morning, full of beans, ready to go, yeah? That was my plan. Mrs. Newman, however, had completely different ideas and decided she was going to come to bed at midnight, yeah? But in the meantime, bringing the cat and the dog with her, i.e. waking the people's champ up at about midnight. Now, is that reasonable or not? I'm serious. Am I weird?
Definitely not. I'd be fuming.
Thank you.
I'd
She ain't having it. She thinks I'm like telling her what time she can go to bed. And I suppose essentially I am. But no, really joking. But no, like I just sort of like Friday and Saturday, fair game, do you know what I mean? But like you can't start the week off being tired. Because if you start the week off being tired, you're going to end it being exhausted. That's just the point I was making. But you try telling a woman anything at 6:30 in the morning.
That, mate, I know exactly what you're trying to say there.
Females in the chat, I'm not knocking you. I'm not. This is just like a little husband and wife, a little pink blue battle that we had this morning.
This probably happens though everywhere. This, all the guys
fuck me, yeah.
Women will be saying the same. Big up Chad Dickey after his operation. He's doing quite well, I think, Matt. He's been in chat.
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. I've seen him I see him in my chat earlier, and I didn't even think to ask him. Every other time I've asked him how he's getting on, but I forgot. So big up, Cha. Thoughts with you.
The operation went well with him, and he's just not recovering now. So big up, Cha Dickey.
Big up the hospital food.
Yeah, big up the hospital food. It's nasty. I remember when my thingy, Jimmy, when we was in hospital for when my daughter was being born, I nearly fucking set fire alarms off making toast. I burnt him. Imagine that, all fucking fire alarms going off. That'd have been mad, wouldn't it?
Fucking brilliant.
Yes, Dennis, hope you're well, Dennis. Big up, Dennis.
Exactly, Rich. You know what I'm saying, bro.
What's that?
And I tell you what, I was a good husband this year, and I got a bunch of flowers. I got a mug that had something on. I love you, I should imagine, and a card.
Does he only live 2 minutes away from you? Yeah, Matt. That's he's not too far from me actually, because he did mention something the other week that he was in Preston, and he said like we should have met up for a beer, like, but yeah, big up Chad Dickey every time. He's a legend of the channel.
Can you play football, Liam?
Yeah.
We need to. I want to start playing five-a-side football again.
That short of me on YouTube where I Meg's the goalkeeper. It was a real goal.
I don't know. I must have done. I've seen most of your videos. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. But yeah, I can't get it out my head that we could organise a YouTube football event.
Oh,
and
man,
it would just be a good crack. But my fear would be that you'd organise it, you'd pay for the venue, and then nobody would turn up.
Oh, I think they would, me. Especially if you got like some good people like me, you, JDP.
yeah. And that's it, isn't it? I think Aztec Media would play. I know he was the original one that came up with the idea, and I sort of said, I'll tell you what, I think that's a good idea, and then everybody just took the piss. I'm just like,
Matt'd play. Matt'd definitely play, I reckon. Yes, big up the Lancaster boys. Yeah, I reckon we'd be able to get a few, Jimmy.
Yeah, I just think it'd be, I don't know, just a good fucking laugh. A few beers afterwards, maybe a smoke. Who knows?
Oh, mate, it'd be class.
I'll bring some lemonades.
Do you not remember that? Do you not remember that time when we were talking about having a massive Kirby tournament?
Yeah.
That was class. I'd do that, mate.
I've been practicing.
And I was the Kirby King, me, back in the day, like. Yeah, Matt'd defo play. It'd be a good crack. I reckon we should set it up in summer.
Yeah, just I just don't know how you do it and have full confidence that people were going to turn up unless
Well,
you ask them to.
what we'd have to do, we'd have to set like a little stream up on YouTube on like someone's channel or maybe 2 channels or something like that. And then someone obviously books somewhere. Everyone chips in some money. One thing we'd have to do straight away is get a WhatsApp group chat going.
Yeah, see, I don't think that getting everybody to chip in, I don't think that would wash. I think one of us, I don't know, just one of us would have to
off the channel, and we'll let some of these absolute legends, i.e., Matt and some of the others off the channels who have followed us for a bit, come and play us. That'd be mate. It'd just be like it's like what Angry Ginger and that do. They're killing it because of it.
Yeah, the thing is on YouTube, everybody wants to paint their life out. My life's absolutely magnificent, and my social life, I'm always doing stuff in my free time that I absolutely adore. When the reality is, most of us work through the week, and on a Saturday and Sunday, we spend our time sat on the sofa, just recovering, ready for the Monday. I don't mind admitting it. That's what I do a majority of the time. And I wouldn't mind giving up one of them Saturdays on the sofa to have a game of football.
Man, I'd love it. I'd be buzzing. I'd be right up for it. I'd do it this weekend if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good. I reckon we'd be able to definitely sort something out, though. Definitely. If we did it properly, we'd definitely be able to do it.
I think how we'd have to do it, you'd have to have a team. I'd have to have a team. JDP would have a team. I don't know. Aztec Media would have a team. And then we just have a tournament or something.
Yeah. Mate, this is why we need to get Thingy set up, though, because we could be doing this on FIFA, just like what Thingy do.
Yeah.
And people love watching that Girth and Turf with H, Angry Ginge, Chunks, all them boys. They're doing like 1.2 million views on the videos.
I know, it's madness, isn't it? It's absolute.
Honestly, like, I'm not even doing it properly. Yeah, my videos don't do well, but I just enjoy doing it. That's the difference. I enjoy doing them EAFC content. But if I were doing it properly, and I reckon if we've got a few of us on it, like when I play, some of the people in the chat, it does quite well. But I reckon we'd be able to do something quite well. I think obviously it's not going to go well straight away where you're getting bare people in, but after a bit where people start to realise that you're creating that sort of content, we'd have a lot of people.
Yeah. I think maybe a channel maybe something like that, it might be worth, if I was going to do a Fortnite channel, I'd open a new channel and have it purely based on Fortnite rather than trying to change this channel. I'm not saying stain, but this channel, it can't really have any other content on other than what it has, because that's the sort of, I don't know what the word is, not genre, but believe this corner or whatever you call it is his own place, isn't it? Like it's weird.
Yeah.
I say I start uploading cooking videos on this channel. They're going nowhere. Like nobody wants to see me cook. I don't think. Not on this channel. It would have to be another channel that was purely dedicated to cooking, and maybe people who do want to see me cook. I have thought about it. I do like cooking. I'll tell you what. That's probably something I am passionate about. To be fair, is cooking. I didn't realise.
This guy's back, right, and I can't help but laugh at one of the comments he's put. You even wanted a pair of Conroy's wellies. What the fuck?
Oh dear.
These people, man.
He's back. He's back with a vengeance. You better sub my channel, Steph. You better have subbed it.
He's not happy that you told him that he smokes fake amber leaf, is he? But yeah, what a fucking... But yeah, going back to what you said though then, Jimmy, I do believe that'd be a good idea. I used to be a CDM. Yes, Woody, that's what I mean. See, we've got a few people who'd be up for it. Woody would play. Matt would definitely play. You'd play. I'd play. We'd be able to even get the AFC content going, I reckon.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm going to buy FIFA this Friday, and I'm going to start a new channel basically for gaming. So I thought, fuck it, I'll put a bit of Fortnite content up, and just got people just like, nah, Jimmy, this is shit. Nah, shit, this is shit. So I was like, well, if I start a new channel where all I do is Fortnite, then people will expect to see me playing Fortnite rather than me ripping JDP or General or in the midst of being ripped myself. Do you know what I mean?
What? So do you reckon like do you reckon that's why mine don't do as well then? Mine, because like, don't get me wrong, mate. I don't give a fuck, mate. I'll see how it is. I'm only getting
I think. Yeah,
50.
people come on this channel. Sorry, in my opinion, people come on your channel now to see you live ripping JDP or doing what you're doing. I think it's all based around these to and fro's. Listen, this is just the way I see it. I might be completely wrong. It just seems to me a lot of people, JDP included, start on this dark corner, think they're going to use it as a springboard, and the content is based around what it's based around, not around him doing homeless in fucking Middlewich or whatever. So he realised that himself and stopped doing it. Hey, I might be wrong. I'm just looking at what Video Craig's another one tried doing away with that sort of content, and it obviously didn't meet up to his expectations because he was back doing his older sort of video style. But listen, I might be completely wrong.
That's why I've always gone with the fighting sort of video, because, mate, that's what I like. If I'm not watching football, I'm watching fucking boxing, UFC, BKFC, podcasts to do with fighting, or I'm training myself or I'll fight myself. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, though, I do love fucking other stuff, but like I do love the crime sort of stuff, and I did go into it at one point on my old channel where I was uploading Jay Slater content, and it were doing good, mate. But then I'll do something else, and then like you said, someone will be in there like, Liam, this is shit, this.
Yeah, Liam, it's entirely possible I might be wrong. I remember saying to Scotty, like, I said, mate, you are all over the dark corner. This was when he was at Paddy's. I was like, mate, you are all over the dark corner. All over the dark corner at the minute. I was like, you'd be an idiot if you don't capitalise on this, i.e. clean yourself up, keep yourself clean and walk down the yellow brick road. Like, I'm not saying the possibilities were endless, but he could have grown a serious, good little channel there. And I remember saying to him about the dark corner, and he was like, what are you on about? And then it suddenly dawned on me, like, yeah, what am I on about? The dark corner. Like, I don't know whether it exists or not, mate. It does seem to me that a lot of people want to watch drama, and that's what this.
I used to always say the same thing. I used to say, like, when I used to, not even that long ago, I'd say they like to call it the dark corner, like that's what they call this, what we're on. But for me, it's not actually the dark corner, because it was dark. It was probably the dark corner when you had maybe your Deccas and that on here. But I think now it's not. I think it's quite decent.
Yeah, maybe I read too much into it, to be honest. Sometimes I get it. I think I've got it in my head a couple of times that the way to YouTube is to just constantly be having these arguments and beefs, and I think, I don't know, half the time I think it is, and the other half I don't. I know one way is likely to get more views, and the other way is not. Like,
yeah, I've noticed though, if you hashtag dark side in your fucking videos, the same people comment.
Yeah, I just think sometimes in a particular genre, sometimes someone just comes along and it's like their face just fits. Do you know what I mean? It's like there was a slot created perfectly for them. Like this, there's he's a food. He just reviews food, like just normal food from Aldi. His name's Baldy Food Review Kid or something like that. And I just think like he just fits the bill. Like, I don't know, he just got a nice channel. He reviews a fucking, I don't know, like a big stack from Aldi. He gets 10,000 views, and I just think, fuck me, like, must be spot on to have a channel like that, not based around having to try and make anybody else look bad, or I don't know. Half the time I just think he's got the right idea, but I know that unless you're lucky and your face just fits, and I bet he didn't upload a video and have 100,000 views straight away. He probably put years into that channel. but you just don't know, do you? Like Mr. Beast was on YouTube for years before his channel blew up. Like sometimes somebody just hits a bit of an algorithm and is smart enough to run with it, and they come out the other side better. I don't know. If I'd worked it out, mate, if I'd worked it out, I'd be viral by now. But I haven't. I don't understand it.
Like you said, though, it's Mr. Beast, perfect example. Mate, he was on YouTube years.
Yeah. Yeah, I just I don't know. Sometimes something just goes bang, and you're over there to pick the pieces up, or you're not. Like we all know in life, a certain amount of opportunities are going to present themselves. It's just a case of whether you're there and sober enough to snap them up, isn't it? It's one of them.
I agree, mate. It's I think like even look at like # Brady and that. Like he was doing it for years. You've got to like what's the word they used to say? You can't build an empire in a day.
No.
So like Video Craig, for example, he does all right on YouTube. He's like one of the best YouTubers on this dark corner, as they like to call it. Mate,
hey, look at it like this. It wasn't that long ago. Video Craig was coming on my lives and Scotty's lives, and there was a point when I actually had more followers than him on my old channel. And look at him now. So I suppose he's living proof that you can sort of graft, and I think I say he understands wrestling, and one of the things that Vince McMahon absolutely says in everything is every 2 years a wrestler has to change something, evolve something. You can't just keep being the same character, and I think Craig understands that. Like he's upped his game a little bit. He comes across a little bit different on camera, and I think he understands the game. I think he understands it I'm not saying maybe not inside out, but I think he understands it a lot better than the majority of us. And why wouldn't he? He's been on here a while. He's been on here a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, like Woody said there. Keep going, it slowly builds up, and then all of a sudden you get thousands of views each video, which is true.
Yeah.
It does. It just takes time. It's like, mate, I remember, right, when I first started putting videos up, I remember, like, the first boxing video I put up, it was literally my first ever video was me on a punch bag, and I got ridiculed because it was like, mate, I'd not been on a punch bag for years. I don't even know why I uploaded it. Looking back, it's the one that JDP put up about me. It's the first ever video I uploaded, right? And I was shit. I've not been in a boxing gym since I was like 10. I was like fucking 20, 24, something. And I was like, what even looking back at now, I thought, why the fuck did I upload that? But yeah, and even that, mate, it got like 60 views. And I remember looking at it the next day, like, wow, as if 40 people have viewed my video.
Yeah, mate, I used to be terrible. I used to put a video up and I'd check the views on it every fucking 10, 20 minutes. I don't anymore. I haven't even got my notifications for YouTube on. I don't. And this is why I know it's no good saying it in here because nobody's going to hear it. But if ever I answer a message and then they write back and I have to physically go back and check that conversation because I don't get a notification for it no more. But it's just for me, it's the right way to go rather than having your phone lighting up. I mean, you probably like you put a decent video up, you get 100 messages. It's just you can't reply to every single one of them with a massive amount of thought. You can't do it.
No,
well, you can, but it's no good.
No, you're right. And yeah, Marty, like what you're saying there, with a thingy. Like I remember that day, Marty, you put that video on you on the bag, and I knew for a fact, yeah, you were taking the piss. But people actually generally thought you were being serious on that video.
I'm going to the gym tomorrow and I'm going to twat a punching bag for 3 minutes and I'm uploading it. I ain't even going to watch it.
Yeah, just do it.
I'm just going to walk in the gym, yeah, and I'm just going to go absolute fucking Schwarzenegger on that punch bag until I can't punch no more, and then I'm going to upload it. And then I'm going to sit back and wait for the trolling to commence.
Yeah.
But I welcome it now. Sorry, Liam, I've cut you off.
No,
sorry.
It's all right, bro.
No, I don't know if it comes across in my videos. Like, I'm open to trolling now. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care whether you hate me or love me. Just please watch my videos. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it.
Yeah,
So
just click and watch.
yeah, that's the one. Like I just it would appear that I've made a bit of a prat of myself, so I've decided for that to be my character. Just be the prat. Just be the idiot. Be
Yeah,
like Bruce Lee would say, be like Water Jim. I'm
yeah,
gonna be the idiot Jim. Because mate, and I'll be honest with you, the way I'm doing my videos and speaking to the YouTube world, I'm treating it like it is one of my friends in a WhatsApp group. That's how I'm looking at it now. That's how I speak to the camera.
yeah. That's what I've got. Like, I remember the first time I went on camera, I thought, like, that's the thing as well. Yeah, like, what I don't tell people about my life. Really, like, not many people know shit about me. You know a bit about me, Jimmy, but like, I haven't. Not much of my shit's out there. Like, I'm just a normal person, but like where I've grew up and that is like mad. Like my family and that. You know, I've seen some shit. So like some of the shit you see on this corner of YouTube, you like people think you're a divvy, but you're like, come on. Like I've been like when people have commented on some of my videos and they think like that it's gonna. I think I've been through some shit in my life where you think a comment's gonna bother me, or like
Yeah, it's
JDP thing, for example, when he was calling me a fly. Don't get me wrong. At first, I was fuming, but then after a bit, I thought I've lost some of the shit I've lost in life, and I'm worried about JDP calling me a fly.
I know it's crazy, isn't it? It does like say like well, like you just said, it takes sometimes you got to fall asleep, wake up, and then think, what the fuck? Why was I so wound up? But it's hard to talk yourself down when you're in the heat of the moment, isn't it?
Hey, that's a good one there, though, isn't it? I don't know if Jim Bob's talking about me here, but Jim Bob, I'm not sure you're talking about, brother, but you put, no, I won't watch your crap videos.
No, he's
Get
on
this
about me.
shit off. But you're watching me right now, brother.
I think he's on about me.
Oh, even still, we watching us.
Yeah, it does say something about somebody. If you got two gentlemen on camera that you clearly don't like, but yet you're still sat there watching them, it's like, what is that about?
It's like, that's
It's
what I
just,
mean. If I put the
it is the definition of insanity. It's the definition of being a retard.
if I put the TV on, right, and Coronation Street or maybe well, definitely Emmerdale, if Emmerdale was on, I'd switch it straight off.
Oh, sorry, Babs. Yeah, same as me. You can't win them all. You can't win them all.
No, you can't. He says he don't mind the fly. Don't mind the fly. Even people who don't mind me still call me the fly. So it's JDP has won that battle fair and square.
What are you having? What do you want, mate? I'll put the kettle on. 1 sugar or 2? This is the sound of the People's Champ opening a Corona.
Let's hear that.
I have actually got some lime in the fridge as well. Fuck it, I can't find a bottle like that.
Hey, JW, to be quite honest with you, mate, I'd actually say Decca was FFM's punch bag because, if anything, FFM won that battle in the end because look where FFM is now and look where Decca is. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's the name of the game. Exactly. Marty FFM was nobody. Done these bits with Decca, and now he's a somebody. Like, yeah, I agree. Marty did do well out of that, and fair play to him. It might have even been his technique, and if it was, absolutely sublime technique, Marty.
Yeah. To be fair, like Marty, like, I like JW. I ain't got a problem with JW, but I think Marty come well out of that situation, if anything, and Decca looked more of the prick. And fair enough, mate, because Decca was a mug over there. But that's another conversation for another day.
I still don't know if that Cambodia documentary was real, you know. I reckon it might have been fake, because I haven't seen it again since. That couldn't have been on the news. Oh, yeah, haven't it? It didn't look right to me. Am I still here? Are you still here? I don't know what's going on. What did you call me, you friggin' salad tosser? Oh dear. Right, well, I don't know what to suggest. So now we're in the very strange scenario of Liam, whose live it is not on his own live, but yet I am. What's your name? You. You can't be talking to me at my live. Liam, however, I'm going to wait for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And if you went back on your live, then I'm probably going to have to end your live. I don't know how that works, but I'll just click leave and that's about the size of it. Yeah, I'm talking to you, son. Well, it's in the name, isn't it? Jimmy Newman.
People.
Don't worry, I have the thought.
Yes, Jimmy, big up. What happened? What's been saying?
Well, basically, I just porn bombed you. I got my knob out and I did the windmill and then I put it away again.
What's your name? What's my name?
No, I think he was talking to me, Sunshine. I think his next message was, "I'm talking to you, Sunshine. You're a YouTube hard man."
I think he's Hey, to be fair though, mate, like I think Marty got a lot of stick what wasn't deserved, and it is what it is. I
think a majority of Marty's stick come from what happened with that bloody what Equalizer said, and at the end of the day, how can Marty be held responsible for what somebody else had said? Like, it's not his fault, is it?
Yeah, that was that didn't help Marty at all, no.
No.
But again, like you said, how can he help with?
No, but this is the name of the game, isn't it? Like, you do, people just go on and on and on and on and on until one day he thinks, you know what, this ain't fucking worth it no more.
Yeah, it is. That's it. It's that's the thing though with YouTube as well though. It's like what people say. If you're gonna put yourself out there, expect criticism at the same time. But then there's criticism and then there's going at someone's family and stuff, which is just not right.
Nah. If my missus ain't got social media no more, so it wouldn't happen. But yeah, I think I'd probably think fuck this. But then you shouldn't really, should you? I don't know what you do.
Say whatever you want about me, but when it comes to like family and that, nah, it's not right.
No, I concur. Yeah,
as I say, no, I've got no problem with you, JW. I'm just saying, like, I generally think Marty's a sound fella. Like, I don't think he's don't get me wrong, he knows himself. Some of the stuff he said was a joke. He knows that, but a lot of the stuff he said was genuinely true about Decca and that. And yeah, he's not gonna he's not what people made him out to be. Let's put it that way. But yeah, JW, I ain't got a problem with you, my friend. But Jimmy, that thumbnail of yours is class.
What's that? Oh, what, on the pit?
I just love the way your face when you get in, pulled by them stewards.
That's that was a litre of vodka and a few sherbets.
That's fucking legendary, mate. How old are you there?
I must be 30, something like that. No, maybe 28 then. Yeah, maybe 28.
It's mad, that.
But do you know what the funny thing about that picture is I actually have a pair of Nike shocks on, Adidas shocks. No, are they Nike or Adidas? Nike shocks, aren't they?
Yeah, Nike, yeah.
And that's why I'm able to take the piss out of JDP shocks, is because I have actually had a pair myself. No, it didn't make me run any faster.
Yeah, I used to have a pair myself. They were sick. They were all good shoes, to be fair. I even said to him, well, I tried commenting on it, should I say, but I can't comment on his stuff. But I'd commented saying like, "I'll give you that. They're not a bad pair of trainers." Like,
Yeah, no, I've just
yeah,
said I can't. I've just said I can't condone them, but I can really.
just while we're on the conversation of new trainers, right, I've got these ones here, right, and I reckon I'd smash JDP in a 100-meter sprint any day of the week.
What are they?
Nike Reacts.
I'm so out of touch with fashion. It's unbelievable. I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah, I love them, the Nike Reacts they're called.
It's just crazy, mate. A pair of I don't know whatever these are, Nike Air Max something. They used to be. Oh, I'm not on the camera, but hang on. What am I doing here?
Nike Reacts, yeah, that's what mine are called.
These used to be £100.
Yeah, I used to like them, honestly.
And now they're like 145. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they are comfy, JW. Yeah, Jimmy, them shoes that you've got are comfy as well, to be fair.
Second, mate.
Them ones that you've got, what you just put up, man, they're comfy to wear.
Yeah, I bought a brand new pair of whatever make they are. I think they're 90s. I bought a brand new pair the other day. And I also ordered myself a pair of Snide 270s off eBay for £30. And they're going to be my next workies. But nobody will know. Because once they get dirty, you can't tell.
I'm up for that. Martin's, I'm up for that. I'm going to put it on JDP tomorrow. 100-meter sprint and a 400-meter race. £150 on me, easy. I'll beat Jimmy. I'll beat him in about 5 seconds.
Mate, I think Brett's just got here. I think Brett's in the chat.
Oh, yes, Brett. Big up, Brett. Martin's not a dosser, Brett. Come on, chill out.
Come on, Brett. Don't come in here like that.
Brett, chill out. You're about 2 hours late, Brett.
Yeah. How was the egg and chips?
Yeah, how was the egg and chips, Brett? You were meant to jump on and clarify yesterday, Brett.
He must, like I say, I wonder how many videos he's going to wake up to tomorrow morning that he's been tagged in about himself. I reckon he's going to probably be tagged in about at least 50, 60 videos. And to think that he's just a normal geezer, like, you know, he's not famous, is he? But I suppose it is a small, little, minuscule taste of fame, I suppose, almost.
Yeah, dude, I'm up for that FFM. If you run a 100-meter sprint and time it, I'll do the same thing and we'll see who's faster. Fair play, my mate. Hey, Brett, chill out with the comments. I'm just going to delete them. We can't be having people's wives spoke about in the chat. But Brett, you're 2 hours late, brother, and you're jumping in the chat. I know you knocked the block off me. Don't get me wrong, but we can't be having you talk about people like that.
Oh, it's fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Brett wants the link.
Oh dear. Brett mate in your comment section apologising. I reckon it might. Don't know if it's Brett.
Can I get an autograph, Jimmy? There you go, Jimmy. You're a famous guy.
Yeah. I don't even know if I could sign me a fucking name anymore. Yes, you can, Richard. You can.
Yeah, he'll send you one out, Richard. In a it'll come in a frame.
I will sign one of Scotty G's dirty socks and send that to you.
Yeah, I'm up for signing boxing gloves if anyone wants any. Let me know.
Mental. Right, Liam, I hope you don't think I'm being rude. I'm gonna bugger off.
Yeah, sound, Jimmy. Don't worry about it, mate. We've fucking absolutely ripped this live off. 2 hours and fucking 38 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, respect, bro.
All right, mate. Nice one. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Something I expect.
Sound, brother.
All right, mate. Christie.
See you,
Sound, mate.
mate.
See you later. Oh, sorry, Babs.
Yes, big up, everyone. So, nothing there. Brett, I thought you were jumping on. Chill out. Big Brett from Doncaster. But, well, yes, big up, everyone. We've been live nearly 3 hours. That's probably a record live. Yeah, I want my, to be honest with you, right? Danny Christie was actually commentating my first fight, but because I beat the burger joint in the first round, I was too gassed, too buzzing, and I actually never even asked Danny for a what's it called, for an autograph, right? Which I should have done. I'm a bit of a fool for that. Yeah, definitely jump on FFM. Good to have you on, mate. Good little chat. But yeah, big up my mate. Hope you're well. And big respect, FFM. Bro, don't get cheeky. I'll have you wheelbarrow for 20 quid a day. Yes. You probably would, Brett, but not for 20 quid a day, brother. £100, £150 a day at least. And I'll wheelbarrow whatever you want. But yeah. Next time, Brett, you can jump on. Big up Paul Venice. What do you reckon of that? Yeah, Danny Christie signed glove. That'd look nice in the setup upstairs, like. He's got a decent little fight coming up, Danny Christie, on Street Beefs. Ben Hatchett and that, they're all involved, so shout out to Street Beefs for that one. That'll be a good do, like. But yeah, we're going to jump off there, people. We're going to end it there. Big shout out to everyone who's jumped in. Shout out to FFM. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Richard Brown. Shout out to JW. Shout out to Brett May. Shout out to all the people who have jumped in the chat. Shout out to Adam. But yeah, Big Brett thinking he's getting me wheelbarrowing for £20 a day and that. Come on, people. We know JDP said I'm on a driver's wage, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad, people. Big up Richard Brown. Respect, brother. Nice one, Tank. Have a good night, my mate. Respect, my mate. Big shout out to you all legends, people. Hit that like on your way out if you haven't. Respect. Big up Matty 0161. Big up the Manny boys each and every time. You know how we do. Yes. Peace, people. Have a good night.